to be. Loudmouth pride, moving recklessly. Then she came in and the pace slowed down. Made a hard man learn how to hold his ground. So if the whole wide world want a piece of me, she the one thing they can't reach easy. No show or trust or real. That's the kind of love that can't be killed. Never leave my side. My chick ride with me. Keep me alive tonight. My chick ride with me. When the pressure comes through, my chick ride with me. And she knows what to do. Ride with me. Met her in the rain by the corner store. Same calm face made me want more. She said, little ill said enough. One look in my chest and it all got tough. She was cool like a cold queen with a steady weight. When the world got loud, she stayed low. That kind of love make a strong man slow. Now she ride with me through the smoke and the noise. Keeps it tight with me. Quiet strength, no toys. My chick ride with me. Never leave my side. My chick ride with me. Keep me alive tonight. My chick ride with me. When the pressure come through, my chick ride with me. And she know what to do. Ride with me. Seen fake love folk when the ring came due. Seen bright smiles fade when the day got blue. But she stayed right there in my roughest hour, like a front gate locked with a hidden power. If trouble get close, she don't make a sound. Just one step back and it all calm down. Dependable heartbeat, low-key flame. Everybody knows, but they don't know her now. With me through the smoke and the noise. Keeps it tight with me. Quiet strength, no toys. My chick ride with me. Never leave my side. My chick ride with me. Keep me alive tonight. My chick ride with me. When the pressure come through, my chick ride with me. And she know what to do. Ride with me. In the mirror I see what I used to be. Loudmouth pride, moving recklessly. Then she came in and the pace slowed down. Made a hard man learn how to hold his ground. So if the whole wide world want a piece of me, she the one thing they can't reach easy. No show or trust or real. That's the kind of love that can't be killed. Never leave my side. My chick ride with me. Keep me alive tonight. My chick ride with me. When the pressure come through, my chick ride with me. And she know what to do. Ride with me.
Scott Free is going live.
Let's go.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
People, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Scott Free Morning Show. I am your host, L. Scott. People, oh Lord, let me get this thing in position. I got this thing all out to play. People, I appreciate you for showing up today. How are you doing? I'm your man, L. Scott. Like I just said a second ago. People, sorry about that. I'm a little behind. Well, I'm just 30 minutes. I'm on time then. 30 minutes behind for L. is on time. People, on today's episode, I'm not going to hold you. We're going to have a quick conversation. We're not going to hold it up today. We're going to get it in. We're going to get it out. We're going to get it over with. People, yesterday's episode, it was a cool episode, but they are definitely doing your brother very, very dirty. They are deciding to make sure this channel gets no viewership anymore. So any type of share, any type of love that my people decide to give out, I appreciate because it's needed. So on today's episode, I'm not gonna hold you. For all the people that do get the notification, that do show up today, I appreciate you. I love the fact that you showed up today. We're gonna have a good show regardless. And on today's show, all right, so what I want to do is I got a couple of different things we're talking about. Now, first today, the day started off, honestly, in a totally different direction. Let me get this thing together. Sorry about that again. This episode started off in a totally different direction. This episode started off with, let me be honest with you, we were going to talk about Roland Martin's episode. He's talking to Jim Clyburn out of South Carolina about who let down who when it came to Kamala's run for president. So I'm going to get there. We're going to let the juices pump. We're going to get all them juices fumbling in your brain, get everything going, let people time to come in. We're going to get into that conversation. So that's something I started out being the main topic. That's why if you can see the thumbnail, that's what the thumbnail is talking about. But something else, it's like it sparked me interest. And I'll be honest with you, don't hold me, but it's actually what made me hold up 30 minutes. I wanted to slide in this conversation from this podcast. What is the name of the podcast? The Daily Wrap-Up Crew. Played this snippet from people that were non-Black Americans. And I just wanted for my people to know that for the ones who says that when I have the conversation on why I consider myself a foundational Black American, as you can see there. The reason why you see this is because my family goes back here. And my family, it deserves the honor, the respect that it's due for what it has done, not only for this nation, but what it's done for me and my legacy. So for me, I just want people to respect it. So I want to have a conversation on why I have so much smoke for certain people who have certain ways of feelings about us. And see, what you'll get is certain platforms, certain ways people are calling who have a bit of sense about themselves. And they'll say things like, oh, no, y'all exaggerating. This is not a thing. People don't feel this way. And then you have to show them. So today I want to play a quick video from that in a few seconds, well, in a few minutes. That's going to basically cover that. But let's set the mood first. Let's get that going. Anyway, people, if you've never been here before, I'm L. Scott again. I appreciate you. Hit the like button on your way in. Definitely hit the share button. Yesterday they crapped on it, like I said. So hit the share button. But today I said we're going to slow down. We're going to slow walk this thing. We're going to have a conversation. So I'm going to set the mood. I got to lay this out. What did Mr. Kevin Samuels used to say back in the day? We used to watch it, look crazy. He would say, and I'm not a Kevin Samuels lover, people, ladies, okay? I remember watching, okay? He would say, today's episode, we are going to hold a duel. A duel will be... So we got some French shit right here we can put on. So we're going to put some of that. Set the mood. You know, that's what I'm doing today. Don't mind me. I just feel like, we don't want to fast talk this thing. We want to slow walk it. We're going to basically have a nice conversation. So again, come on and hit the like button, hit the share button. I appreciate my people for coming in. On L. Talks page on TikTok, only thing I want to say to you guys, if you're hearing a slight echo, or my mouth does not match the words, unfortunately, I had to use one microphone today, and that was another hold up. So if you are watching that, if you want to see it in real time without all of the echo or the delay, go over the Scott Free Morning Show page on TikTok. Or better yet, go to 300 Radio on YouTube. Put in 300 Radio on the number 1 all together, no spaces. Pull up that, go over there, subscribe to the channel, and watch it there. That way you can see the graphics and everything. Since you're watching, you might as well. Other than that, people, of course, the world is crazy. Okay, and what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about a bit of that craziness, too, before we get into my man here from the Daily Wrap-Up Show and what they said about my people. And before we get into Mr. Clyburn, which is the main topic of the day, before we get into any of that, you know how we do over here. We dive into my timeline. We go into information and clips and things things that are affecting the Black community. And not only that, people send me things that they think is happening. And I know a few people in here thinking to themselves, God damn, I send this dude stuff all the time. He don't post it. I promise you, I have hundreds of videos to get through. And so a lot of times I pull videos based upon the topics that I'm going to be talking about on that day. So that's the main reason why it doesn't come in. But I promise you, it's going to eventually make a lot of them going to probably make it in. I promise you. So again, hit the like button, hit the share button, follow the channels. I appreciate you guys again. Anyways, let's dive into the first thing. What's the first thing up on the list? Let me see. What's up here first? We on you, like I said, let's see here. Hopefully you guys can hear this. Ooh. Let's see. What is this? Ooh, not right.
Have more sellers now in the U.S. than buyers.
Hold on. Here we go.
If black people are...
Ladies and gentlemen, now they're saying that they have more sellers now in the U.S. than buyers. 630,000 sellers. Very few buyers. Ain't nobody buying nothing. Everybody trying to sell stuff to make money to get, but they ain't got no, really ain't got no buyers. 630,000 more. That means it's 630,000 people buying or selling, 630,000 more selling.
Okay, brother, come on.
You know damn well everybody ain't gonna get their stuff sold.
Look, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna get a little bit personal with y'all. I had a rental property, and I purchased it a few years ago in COVID, and I tried to sell it a few years ago. When I tell you guys, now mind you, I decided to put mine on the market right after that. I can't say the name of the company, right? So if you understand what I'm talking about, you'll know who I'm talking about. But Rock Black is a company that buys up real estate and other things. They like powerful. And you remember a few years ago, Rock Black was buying up all them people's houses, going 25, 35, 50,000 over asking, just buying up everybody. Y'all remember that, right? Well, I had a house that I purchased, like I said, at the beginning of COVID, as a rental property, and I decided I was going to sell it. When I tell you, now some other things happened, like a pipe burst, another thing. That's a whole nother story. But when I tell you that thing sat on the market for like 18 months. Completely brand new renovated space in a part of town that was pretty convenient. It was a little further out in the outskirts, but it was a decent part of town. The whole nine. Shouldn't have sat that long. So I was feeling it then. So I can only imagine today, if your house is on the market, what you are expecting. Now, I had my home appraised about a year and some change ago, maybe a year ago. And when I tell you that the market has not rose like we thought it was in this area, I purchased this home for a purpose, for a reason. And it's not gone up, and it should have, based upon not only what it's in proximity to, that was the reason why I purchased it, but also too, but I know the market's going upside down. I don't know if anybody's catching it, but it's happening. And I just know this is on purpose. This is on purpose, just like the next topic I want to talk about. You know what else is on purpose? The water. What is this lady at? Where are you at, lady? Is this her? Hold on, let me find the lady with the water. Hold on, is this her?
What's something you learned that absolutely blew your freaking
No,
mind?
that's not it.
I'm still shocked they allowed this language.
No, that's not it.
Hold on.
Oh, that's not it.
He's deep. He goes deep.
Hold on.
At least a dozen.
Guys, I want to...
Ladies and gentlemen.
If black people
Hold
are
on.
honest...
Don't worry about it. Give me a
I'm about
second. Stop rushing me. I'm going to find this thing. Goddamn. Where is this thing at? Something about water. Where is she at? Is this you?
Listen up. I want to talk about this man, Joe Fail.
Nope, right
President Trump wrote...
there. No.
Blankets over love...
Can't find this water thing.
Something
What
you
is
learned that
going on?
absolutely blew your freaking mind.
Okay.
I'm going to show you the greatest weight loss hack of all.
All right. Well, let's just do this. I'm just put it like this. They are crashing out your water. 12 states. Where is you at? Why I cannot find you? I want to find it so bad. But they had 12 states are now saying that they have had, this is literally like a day or two ago, they're talking about the water systems are under attack. 12 states. I see it every day. People, the stuff that they don't holler about online or on the internet or on the news, but they whisper about, listen to the whispers. Because they basically telling you, I'm telling you, but I'm not telling you. Just listen to the whispers, because that's happening. Give you something else it ties right into. Have y'all guys been seeing this at the grocery store? I go to the grocery store all the time, right, for me. And when I go, I'm seeing the same trend. Are y'all noticing this? Listen up.
Guys, I want to show you some signs that the economy is smashed. I'm here at Sam's Club, and normally when we come here, this is not lit up like this, meaning this, 3 rows,
Try to show y'all.
3 rows, 3 rows, 3 rows, 3 rows, and you're like, well, they just stocked it. No, we're in the afternoon. Let me show you something else. All right, guys, check this out, okay? Normally I come here and there's no chickens, okay? Look at this. 3 deep, all the way back. Guys, I'm seeing a lot of full pallets. I mean, normally a pallet isn't this full.
Full pallet
just
of
across the board, full pallets. Now look over here. Let me just show you this. This is just something I was noticing. Just almost Everything is
So,
absolutely
all
filled.
right, so
This
that's
isn't
one
early in the
thing,
morning.
right? So that's one
This is
thing.
late in the afternoon.
I saw that. So you saw that. All right, I got a couple of more that's gonna tie right into that. So you saw that. All right, hold on. I know I got other videos for that. Hold on a second. So what about? Oh, what is it? Give me a second. Give me go find this thing. Give me a second.
Yale study found that.
Nope.
I'm here at the DeKalb County Police.
Nope.
I guess Dr. Stella.
Nope.
8 months ago, there was a big.
Nope.
We are not
We're gonna
entering a
find
recession.
it.
Is the sentence of this court that Mr. Jackson belongs.
Yeah, I know.
8 months ago, I guess Dr.
I'm here at the DeKalb County Police
Hold
Department.
on.
Yale study.
Someone record.
Listen up. I want to talk about this.
President Trump wrote on Twitter.
I know, the truth is...
Blankets over...
I cannot find these videos. Did they remove these videos?
You learned that absolutely blew your freaking mind.
I'm going to show you the greatest weight loss hack of all time.
This is crazy.
I'm still shocked they allowed this link.
I know this is.
Hold on. The whole time.
Yeah,
He goes deep. We're gonna
Yeah,
get
they
at
messed
least
up my
a
flow because
dozen-
I cannot find.
Guys, I'm
my
gonna show you
information.
Ladies and gentlemen, now they're saying
If black people
I
are
lost all my
honest...
videos. I had to find it. I guess we're going to have to wing it. Anyways, I move on from it because I can't remember. I had something to tie right into that, and I can't believe it. But they did see something in there I wanted to talk about inside of there. What was that? It was something in there. But down to the food. Let me just finish that after I say it. Now, I'm noticing there was another lady. She was in a parking lot. You know, and mind you, they're trying to squeeze us at every turn. Let me say this. Get focused. All right. I don't know how much longer we can sustain this, the way that we're going about it. I know that everybody's trying to fight. Everybody's thinking everybody else is living, but they don't want to struggle. No, look, everybody is feeling it. I saw this. I took a screenshot of it, and I don't have that. I know that's on my phone, but I took a screenshot of what they have now reclassified. What is considered poverty. I'm going to pull that up on my phone and tell you guys. They consider what is poverty and what is considered all the way at what economic status, how much money you make per year, what inside of that, which numbers make you with poverty all the way up to high income. And I'm gonna show you what they have said. So this is what the collective is. And I'm gonna say what's sad about what I'm ready to tell you. Let me get to it. Good God. Come on, let me find it. All right, so right here. They said so poverty is anything up to $15,960, so basically $16,000. So people making $16,000 a year living in poverty. They're saying near poverty is that basically that's $16,000 all the way to $31,000. I say 32. Let's go right. We're rounding. They're 32,000. That is near poverty. Low income would be 32,000 to basically 56,000. And then they said lower middle class is 56,000 to 84,000 roughly. And then from that, it is upper middle. Well, so that was middle class. Upper middle class is no, I skipped one. So it was middle class, and then middle class is 83,000 to 126,000, and then upper middle class is 126,000 to 168,000, and then upper middle class, upper income is basically 167,000, 168,000, right in there. So inside of this income bracket right there. I'm looking at this, you're talking about, but then I looked up what is the average income for American people today, and it's around $50,000. So you tell me $50,000, and that's why everybody's broke. I saw this guy break down the income of a person making about $60 a year? He $30 an hour. $30 an hour, we broke it down. My man was left with like $350 if he was to go and live by himself in any major city today. So after paying all of his bills, and I don't even think groceries was included, after paying all of his bills and seeing left with $350, you're going to just skate by. There's no room to make any growth. There's no room to grow. And that person right now is probably living good in the economy we're in now, because there's people right now whose income does not eclipse their bills. Their bills is higher than their income is now, especially the way the grocery store is right now. It's just too high. But anyways, moving on. I don't want to be the burden on everybody when they fall down on that. Let's go ahead. Now we done been in here. It's my 15-minute mark. Yeah, we don't hit 17 minutes. My bad, people. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into this first topic I want to talk about. It's my young guy from the Daily Wrap-Up. He played something, and I want to replay it here, so I'm going to play it for my people. So you guys, y'all listen up and you tell me what you think, okay?
I ain't gonna waste no time, man. We got a lot to get into. You know, I want to set the mood. I want to set the vibe so everybody knows exactly what we came here to address. So I want to play this video, and we're gonna come back and give our thoughts on it.
That's slave food. I don't do that, babe. I'm not a slave. I was never a slave. I don't know how slaves cook. I was never a slave. I know where my grandfather came from, my great-grandfather, and where all their ass came from. Your ass don't know. You part of this African side they see is more of a ratio that we're honestly doing well. They just feel like you guys are just not doing much.
Parents are from New York.
Americans, they don't know where they're from, you know.
I think American black people are the most lost black people in the world.
My parents are both from Grenada. They came here in the 80s and 90s. So what he was saying about how they think that black people are lazy does resonate with me because I've heard that a lot.
Don't go and talk to those black Americans. You just go and get pregnant. You get into drugs. You start become the gang banging. Just go to the white community, find a nice.
You know what I want someone to do? I want someone to do something for me. I want someone to go pull up a compilation video of black American peoples denigrating anybody like this. I never see those. I always see these, but I never see those. I always see these, but I never see those. And I guess if you watch my channel, you know that this is why I fly off the handle. Why I say I'm a battered child when it comes to black folks. I don't take no shorts. I take no disrespect. You shouldn't take no disrespect to the culture. Don't let nobody play with it. We're joking. No. If them little hat people, you can't play with their name, you don't need to play with mine. Why? Because you got people like this. It's gonna keep going right now. Let's just keep going. They're just telling us how we're lost in slave paper.
Nice place. They just go and be decent. Stay with the white people.
We don't want them here. They're your brothers and sisters. They're not our brothers.
You American? Dirty black American?
Why you say that?
Because that's what y'all are. Dirty black American.
She just said that?
I did. A dirty black American. I sure did.
The reason why Africans
She so did too, y'all.
have this negative connotation on African Americans is because of the stereotypes, what they're seeing on TV.
My father's side of the family looked at black Americans a certain way, and they already had in their mind, whether they said it on social media or not. We could sit here and make it seem like it's an illusion, but all other groups of black people, which we're all black, we tend to look down on black Americans.
It's just a way.
How you feeling, family that's in here? I appreciate you people coming. How you feeling? How does that make you feel? How does it make you feel to know that that's how some people feel about you? How does it make you feel? Let's keep going. I got a lot to say, but let it keep percolating.
To push this stereotype, to give other cultures the green light to be disrespectful towards black Americans.
But you also have to look at the statistics. What is it showing? Like, if I was to be with an American man, just any typical man, 9 out of 10, I'm probably going to be a baby mama.
I had a conversation with my boy literally right before I got here. And then when I got on my phone with my boy, he was like, nah, think about it, Rich. There's plenty of Haitians who say, vieux salope. In Creole, that means like dirty or bad, black Americans.
Why is it so easy for everyone to attack the culture of black Americans?
The thing is, we share our culture with everybody. We're too damn nice. That's been the problem. Because
he's taking the words out of my mouth. So let's go ahead and say what it needs to be said. Because this is how I feel. The reason why I say foundational black American, freedmen, Solon, it don't matter to me. Whatever the culture has collectively agreed upon that is exclusive to us, I F's with. I'm not gonna cuss. They done got me on all kinds of restrictions. I F's with my own folks. Why? Because I don't talk about my own people like that. And I take no disrespect from anyone else talk about my people like that. And this is the reason why. Everybody that is making these statements is on your soil. No, I didn't say white man's soil. No, red man. No, this is your soil. Once you get that in your head, and now it clicks, that should make sense on why they stole your culture from you and told you that you were not from this soil. Because when people and everybody and their mama was going to try to come here, they needed you not to feel that connection to it. Because the way that I feel about the fact that my mama's family, my daddy's family, my ancestors, some of the people that I revere are in this soil, no, I am not disrespecting. Ain't nobody else going to do it, especially if you need to come over here to eat. Even to the point where people are crying and mad that they got to go back to their nation. No. This is how these people feel. So what I have to tell people all the time is that the reason why black Americans ain't African, I look at it because I've understood the history. I look at it because I know that our families are the ones who built this place. Our families are the ones who originated on this soil. I don't need to be told anymore by the white team man what is right and what ain't right. I know what's real, what ain't real. But even if that story was real, that we came from over there, we're no longer family. You proved it at that moment. The dirty black American. It's just amazing. And like I said, I could get low. Cause mind you, I match Indra. I want to say such disrespectful things, but I can't. Cause they won't let me on here anymore. They keep blocking all of my lives. But I tell you this much, I have a lot to say. Once the website back up, we need to come revisit this statement so I can tell you what I think and feel. Cause this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous that people can come here with that mindset. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. Why do people? This is why I say delineation is good. What happens when you with your boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody cheat on you? What they tell you to do? No, don't get underneath no one else. You need to go be with yourself. You need to go heal. Black folks have been toyed with with the white tee man, the little hat man, now all the kumbaya across the diaspora. But then to find out that everybody has this disdain, everybody has this feeling for, we need to go heal. So no, Vince Mensa or whatever your name is, no to all of the people online calling us pretenders, we'll be that. But we need to separate ourselves from these people completely because of that. Because we need to go heal. And we cannot heal with people who don't have good in nature for us, that don't think good thoughts about us. Because I'm going to tell you like this now. When I saw them fat-bellied children on my TV in the 1980s with flies around them, I felt sorry for them, not contempt. I didn't look at them as being less than us. I looked at it as somebody's hurting them. Why won't these people get helped? Why don't no one ever feel that same way about us in return? We never get that same respect back. And all we've done as a culture is fed everybody. I was just looking at a video the other day. This brother's over in Japan showing videos of all they got is nothing but our stars. From Frankie Beverly and Mays to Allen Iverson. They just got t-shirts and everything. Everybody's on your coat. Don't nobody know nobody from Nigeria. Don't nobody know nobody from Haiti. But you got the nerve to sit there and come up and disrespect the thing that makes everybody go. Y'all don't have no music to bump to. Ain't no Afro beats without hip-hop and R&B. Ain't no Caribbean music without our music. Fashion is all through us. Everything that is made comes through black American culture, and everybody knows it. Because I say it like I say all the time. I don't care if you're in Nepal, you in Timbuktu, you in Hubushistan. I don't care where you at. Everybody and their mama know who black American is. You want to know why? Because ain't nothing wrong with our culture. That's hate. Don't nobody sit around talking about people that's beneath them all the time. Who does that? You tell me when any other culture sits around and talks about the people they feel are less than them. No one does that. The only people that gets portrayed on to is the white team man. Everyone else takes this position that they are, hey, we are being oppressed by the same people, so we don't look down on other people. But then you have the nerve to talk about my folks like that? When ain't nobody from my culture hurting none of these people. For a person from the continent to have a negative connotation of a word for us, I want to say, can you show me where any of us hurt any of y'all? Every time somebody comes into this country, you get adopted up into our culture, but for some reason, you don't want to be part of it when you go into your own house. You want to reap the benefits of being a part of it, all the accolades, all the awards, all the things that go through colleges and universities that we get access to. You want to be able to get it and then turn around and separate yourself. How dare you? No, not at this point. No. Delineation is good. For all the people that says, oh, you're hateful. I saw a brother now. Oh, I have to go find my brother here. I didn't remember this. This was on the Facebook. Hold on a second. This young fella here, I know I saved this. Please say I saved this. God darn it, I don't think I saved him either. But this young brother, he was on there and he had some choice words for the folks. Black Americans who call themselves FBL, just idiots. And he is black American, but idiots that think that themselves are not. I am not associating with anything. They don't associate with me, regardless. If my daddy left me at the fire station in a crib and came back because I'd have made it to the big time, I don't know him, don't need him. He can kiss up and move on. I think you need to understand that at this point. See, before it was about camaraderie. See, we all understand. This is why I'm gonna tell you. Let's back it up and tell a story. You want to know why we had an affection for the continent without it using our common sense? It is because we romanticized it. Family was over there. Oh my goodness. We also gave them a pass. Our elders, our scholars, the people that we learned from, the John Henry Clark, the Dr. Benz of the world, we learned from these people. They told us, hey, they were manipulated into either selling sometimes, or even these people just grabbed them up. But this was most of the time not a voluntary thing. We don't believe. We took that story. But we didn't know about the people of the homie tribe that make you walk around the tree of forgetfulness because they wanted you to forget as they sold you. That means they knew what the fuck they were doing. When there is a slave castle on your land, meaning you know where the people are going to. So if they missing on your tribe, you know where to go look. There's a castle up there for them. But I didn't think about it. Why didn't nobody go just raid that castle and get rid of that thing? No, what it was, we was romanticizing these people because that's the story that they wanted us to believe. But I always say, with trauma comes, life is about balance. And with balance, clarity comes. They told us in 2020, and I'm ready to play some stuff from 2020 because I want to keep drilling down on people. Don't let up on all these people who it ain't just Fauci, it's all of them. But in 2020, people got smarter because they went home, they started researching, they started to understand, wait a minute, this story doesn't make any fucking sense. Then they started going into different things. Hey, maybe you should look into your genealogy. Hey, where is the slaves? Hey, then we start finding information about changing of information. Then you see them, they're changing this information. And now we have channels upon channels. We have information blogs. We have researchers who are finding the information that is proving your people were the originators of it all. And as you start digging deeper, here comes your daddy from across the water, allegedly, to tell you how you need to come home and be underneath him again. No, sir. No, ma'am. It don't work that way. Not no more. The things of us trying to rock what you do, forget that. No, we have our own culture. We built it. Every time somebody takes something mainstream, it comes from the mouths of some young child 9 times out of 10 out of this culture. Why do you think they attack the youth so bad? Because they don't want the youth to produce no more. The youth were producing all the swing and all the and the dances back in those days. Frank and Lima was like 8 years old. He wasn't that young, but you know what I'm saying. They were young, doing amazing things. Even your leaders were young. You're talking 20-some-year-old men. Martin Luther King leading marches at 20-some years old. Malcolm, young fella. These men didn't make it to old age. They were just so full of wisdom, they came off older than what you have today. They have attacked your children. Your children are not working at the capacity even that you were working at. These children don't know nothing. Let me ask you something, and I'm guilty of this. Do you find yourself putting limitations on your children for them, but without even asking them, she may not be able to do that. Let me go do that. I understand that I know I'm wrong, because what I'm doing, I'm robbing of her experiences. I'm robbing of her who, like, for me, I have had some traumatic days in this world. I've had some great ones, I've had some traumatic ones. I've had some that I regret to this day. But they also have to look at it from the positive side. These are the things that have shaped and molded who I am as an individual. Would I be the same person without those experiences? And I think what I'm doing to my children is I'm robbing them of that. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to rob them of that. I don't want you to rob yours of that. But sometimes you just can't help it. You just feel like you want to fix it for them all the time. Lord Jesus, they're always restricting something. Anyways, I appreciate you guys coming in live. L. Talk, they ain't going to bring nobody else in, so I appreciate you guys. Share the live. Hit the follow button. I appreciate you guys. But, sorry, I'm missing it down here. You said a lot of African haters come from jealousy. I believe it. The only African country I want to visit is Burkina Faso. You know what's funny? And my whole thing is just like this. I always say this. the continent alone should be enough to make it to where they could rearrange the power dynamic in this realm, this earth, this planet, whatever we live on. They would. They just never do it. Think about it. If you're talking about, I think they said over 1 billion people on the planet, if you stop seeing yourself as a tribe, as they tell Black Americans to stop, they're always telling us, why don't y'all stop being hateful and stop doing, we're not hateful. What are you talking about? Nothing hateful about what we're saying, what we're doing. You know we're not being hateful. So, but to project that onto us, while you having tribes right around your neighborhood that you don't want to link up with, y'all should be all together. Look, we see the videos too. We know that some of Africa is first world looking. We know that some of Africa is, I've seen Kenya. I've seen Ethiopia. I've seen parts of South Africa. I've seen these things. I've seen them. I know as others. I know they are. But what I'm saying is, for you to be the mineral rich, everything is off this planet. Y'all could cut off in the rest of the world. And they said you could have all the amenities the world will still offer if y'all cut y'all off in the world and said the rest of us can't. If y'all are so mandinga and so warrior as you say you are, gangster as you want to be, as you say you should be, as you can. You came from kings and queens yourselves. Then why y'all not dominating over there? It makes no sense. Even if you're a puppeteer. If I'm a puppeteer over Niger, you should be getting approached by 12 of them people who said, we ain't being puppeteers. We gonna need you to roll with us. We ready to overthrow some things. What is your problem? Are you with it or you ain't with it? And if he hesitate, y'all remove him. Then all y'all become an enemy to him. Till everybody gets on board. Just imagine. I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. It's like, cause like you know what you don't see? So these people can project on all our culture. We can be slave babies. We can be all that stuff you want us to be. That's fine. But one thing you ain't gonna say to us is, you won't see us sitting on the ground being told by some little random Asian lady, you're gonna take this slave wage or you just ain't gonna work. It just is what it is. No, it don't work like that. And I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna say some things today that's controversial. Fuck it. Cause most of the time I say when I flushed out a thought, most of the time I won't say it until I flushed it out. But I'm gonna say this one. I don't know if we've had that. It could have been that many people on the plantation. I know they had plantations. I know they had some people they brought over here on boats. But I'm starting as I dive deeper and then as I use my common sense. Because remember, you cannot take any real information, especially nothing new today, that these people put out, because they're such liars. You do not know what is true, what is false, what they have changed, what they haven't changed. So I don't take anything from no lies. I have to use common sense. And when I use common sense, I use it the way that black people run today. Now, I know conditioning will get you to do things. Conditioning. But I'm starting to wonder, was it a long-term conditioning plan? Because I don't know if black men would have been able, with one person on the plantation running it. And I'm talking about he's violently, doing things to the people on his plantation. I don't know how you get that many black men to submit that way. Not the black men that I know. It's like they crash out now. Like I don't know. Anyways, I digress. Let me leave it alone. But to me, the young lady, and did I play it all? Let me finish, see if I finished that. Hold on one second. Let me finish Tariq playing. I'm going to get back to it. Let me see if any more of these people have anything to say. Let me pull this, what's the name?
Whenever we do something, we say, okay, we chop it up to just global Africanness.
I'm sorry, I can't do Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Black Americans got culture. Americans got culture. Keep rolling.
I need somebody with culture.
Americans don't have culture.
I got culture.
We got the culture. We are the culture. I do have this conversation.
Kid, someone tell me, you ever notice when you press people, what is the culture that they say we don't have? Because everybody knows us. You go somewhere. I've been to other places. I've been to other countries. When you go other places, they know where you from. See, I think to me, let's get serious, people. I appreciate my people for coming in. I appreciate you guys for coming on in. Look, let's just be serious. Let's just tell the freaking truth. Why is it that every culture in the world projects onto us their biggest fears, their biggest weaknesses? It's like, I don't know who taught them this, but they do it. This is what I mean. For people of other nations like that, like Africans, when they say that about them, people from any nation of Africa, when they say you have no culture, I always wonder, what is culture to you? What does that mean? If it's customs, yes, we have customs. We have handshakes. We have all kinds of things. We have all things that are universally known. Those are customs. When you have tradition, we have traditions that we do. When you have foods, when you have music, we have all the things everyone else has because everyone eats off of ours. For people to make those statements, it's like saying, it's like the world was told, hey, when you get with Black Americans, project your biggest fears onto them. You have to do it. Otherwise, something's not going to happen, right? I don't know why, but this is what happens. Like, a clear example, if they were going to throw men up into trees and hang them from trees, not in a good fashion. I have to choose my words nicely because they told me I can't say anything anymore. So I have to choose my words. When they hang black men in those things in the Jim Crow era, you do know they castrated a lot of them. And then you find out that these men have an envy when it comes to their things. And I pause. He said, why you projected onto it? It's like, what is always your why do you feel so inferior to black people? And I say all the time here, must be something different about you. Again, don't no group of people have this much smoke for people that they feel are beneath them, because most groups of people, always positions themselves as being victims themselves, and they always want to have the moral high ground. But then why, when you get to Black Americans, you feel the need to openly denigrate? What is that thing? What is that makes all groups of people do that? What is it that everybody has a name for us? You realize that globally they do this. But yet still, when you travel globally, here comes the rock star. So you know what? I realize what it is. This country, it is weaved and woven into the structure of this being that you are going to have to, if you come here, have to be against them, because never bring anybody to ever ally with them. And I think the way that those people mind things is, if you are with black people, then you're against us. Even though black folks have no history of attacking these people, no history of revenge or anything. And I don't think it's about revenge. I truly just believe that they think that if you get in front of them, they'll never make ground back. And I know it to be true. Nobody openly, look, let's just be honest. Black Americans can comfortably say we are on the tips of everybody's tongues all the time. From the oldest white person, they'll talk about you online and build their whole platform talking about and it'll be Black Americans. It'll be old white tea women sitting there having tea and crumpets, and they will be singing Nelly. It's hot in here. It's just that everybody and their mama knows what you are doing, but all at the same time tell you, we don't like y'all. I'm telling you, if this was a novel, if this was Game of Thrones, we would be the lost tribe. Literally, I know people think we are. I don't get into all of the semantics of names and what we are. But if we were the lost tribe, because something's not right here, because no one spends this much energy, no one comes into your rooms, no one makes video after video after video telling you how horrible you are. This man should not be able to pull a montage of people together, and then for those people who say, that's not real, those are a small group of people. It's too large then. One is too many, but this many people, it lets me know we are the epidemic proportion when you come to how you feel about my people. So that's just my thing. Hold on, let me let her finish.
A lot with Africans or even just Caribbean people who will often look down on Black Americans. Number one was they will say they lazy, they ghetto. I've heard African parents tell their kids not to date African American men, not to marry them, things of that nature. What are some negative stereotypes y'all heard about Black Americans from your parents, from your friends?
You literally said it all.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Like my mom would tell me not to marry that.
Yeah.
This is they just say it's commonplace. Hey, we don't do. Yo, you right. This is for the Afro think tank. This is for the Dr. Lumumba that I listened to recently. This is for every fucking Pan-African in the world who wants black folks to sit back and talk like this, act like this shit ain't happening. I do not take kindly to disrespect. And I'm telling you like this, if I hear this, I don't overlook this. If you want me to still rock with you as a collective, not individually, you know cool people. But I have a side eye about your culture because y'all said this is a part of your fucking culture. So since this is part of your culture, you need to start checking your own folks. Stop talking to me. If your worst that you can say that black Americans do to you is call you African booty scratchers, stop talking to me about what 5-year-olds say to other 5-year-olds. Nigga, that died in the 80s and the 90s. Them kids, my children don't know nothing about no African booty scratcher when they went through the school system. The little that they did. That is an excuse for your bad behavior. And that is an excuse for all of those stereotypes that you are having. Because I don't want to hear about this is what we got projected onto our TV screen. Did we not see the flies in the bellies? Did we not see the open defecations in the street? Do we need to see the sewer cities that you have? Do we not see the rolling blackouts? Do you not know what we see? But can I call you and denigrate you as a culture because I know the same people that's sitting on me is sitting on you? See, I think the difference between black Americans is comprehension versus the rest of the world. I understand that the reason why Africa looks the way that it does is because there's a certain group of people who don't want it to look no better. Who has nothing to do with your level of intellect is the reason why y'all are suffering. You are suffering under something that you feel like you cannot get from underneath. My people suffer from the same thing. The difference between my culture and yours is I understand why you're suffering. You think that we are suffering because we are lazy. Did you not come to the same place and then holler and then say, we see the people, if they see you in the back street getting shot, they're not going to, yes. They treat you the same way, nigga. So welcome to America. Welcome to what we've went through with these people for hundreds of years. And I just, again, for the girl to say dirty black America and to stand on it. And then for people to get mad when you say y'all eat dirt cookies. I understand why that hurts your feelings, Haitian. Because you shouldn't be on a piece of soil from such a rich history when y'all eating dirt cookies. Now, I understand that. I don't say that to denigrate. But I do match energy. So if you're going to call me a dirty black American, I'm not going to be nice. You people want us to be nice. You people want us to overlook the shit that you are saying to us. And black folks say, no more. This whole thing that you want to be like white people, I get on here every day. And I give that energy to these folks so bad that they have stifled my channel so fucking bad. So don't tell me that I ain't got smoke for the folks. I know what it is. But what you ain't gonna do, again, you ain't gonna come replace me, you ain't gonna come denigrate me, and you ain't gonna sit here and have slick about the mouth and then call us crazy. Newsflash to the people who want to say black folks are lost and just listening to Tariq talk about Tariq ain't led shit. When Claude Anderson said native black American, I knew what the fuck he was talking about. When Neely Fuller talks, I know what they're talking about. Yo, don't address the fact that you don't like that nigga himself. But ain't nothing gonna make me move from the fact of, again, my family is in this ground. And I don't have not one connection. When I heard this brother the other day look up the word diaspora, I had never looked up the word. And in that desperate definition, and I should pull it up now and let Lola Ray read it. Matter of fact, goddamn, I don't feel like it. It put it up, it basically lets you know people who are displaced from a land that they had a connection to. We don't have one. So to be honest with you, you can go ahead and say black folks technically ain't a part of the diaspora because we don't have a connection to the soil. Remember, when I get on a plane, I get on a boat, I get on a kite and go over to the continent, I'm gonna have to put out some papers and prove where the fuck I'm from because they gonna say you ain't from here. So please tell me how both are gonna exist at the same fucking time. How do you think that you gonna sit back and tell me you are a foreigner here, bring your papers, but also at the same time tell me, brother, no. You are not going to generic eyes. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm not a generic Negro. My family produces what the world needs. You take us away, the world becomes bland. You know how they say the world is sometimes gray and it ain't the same? The world is bland when it ain't black folks in it. And I'm not talking about dark-skinned melanin. I'm talking about black Americans. When we ain't around, it ain't the same. You want to know how I know? Look at your movies. Look at Netflix. How many goddamn premieres, how many promos and movie trailers you gotta watch before you finally land on something because everybody in there looks lost. Everybody in there looks like they playing. Everybody in there just don't hit the mark. Because they don't remove you. Somebody put this together. Oh God, please say I have this. Somebody put it together. I know I don't. But they had a montage of all of the people who are popular in this world now. God, please, I got this. all the people who are popular in this world right now in the entertainment business, and I swear to God, even the ones I didn't even know, a lot of them got foreign background. People we thought were just black American. It's like, God damn it, I'm gonna find it tomorrow. I promise you. Watch out, I'm gonna find it so I get off the air. But these people have been bringing these folks for decades. That was a plan. This is a plan. They are dropping them on you. This is crazy at this point, where everybody is on top of you, and they keep trying to convince you that you crazy. I'm not crazy. Look, I've had personal experience with Africans. I overlooked it. I always tell people, early 2000s, I was working them 9-to-5 gigs in these factories, places like this. I was running into some of these people from the west coast of Africa when they was just starting to get here. They were some of the most self-hating nickels in the world. They were some yes sir boss ass nickels I've ever seen in my life. But I took it as being these 1, 2, 3 guys that I met. I remember 2 of them, Lawrence and Emmanuel. It was 2 of them. One of them was from Ghana. The other one was from, I think, Togo or some shit like that. I couldn't remember. But they were some yes sir. These worked round the clock 24/7 for pennies. And they used to talk slick about black folks. And I honestly just thought, hey, these just these 2. Who knew this was a fucking mindset? And I get it. Let's just go deeper. I think black Americans are the only people left on the planet Earth that still basically have an open enemy. Meaning, people know our culture and their culture don't get along. Everyone else comes in, yes sir, yeah, we cool. We just need to do what you say. You the smartest, you the greatest. We ain't as great. And everybody succumb to it. From the East Indian to the African. Everybody comes in and as a collective, they better than us. I will never submit to that. Maybe that's why they ride us so hard, because we refuse to, as a culture, to submit to that. I know I'm not. And see, my thing is like, I get it. When you got me under the A-ball, when you got me my back to the wall, I got to do some things that I don't want to do. I understand it. But I am going to tell you, there is a limit. There's a limit to when I'm going to say, just let it ride. Let it go. If we got to ride with it, I always tell people multiple times, one thing about it, I tell somebody right now, if you ever attack one of my family members, God forbid, one of my children, if somebody had touched one of my children, I'm telling whoever it is, you could work for one of the alphabet people. You could be an alien. You could be a foreign national. I do not care. What did that man say in Taken? I will find you. And I'm going to hunt you. I will find you. And I'm telling whoever it is, you don't have to worry about due process. I'm going to come for them. And I don't care if my life is gone at that moment. That's where we at now. You have to have certain triggers and that thing speak. 2 things that is for me is going to be my culture and my children. So mine is like this. No, I am not martyring myself for nobody. But what I am saying is that you're not going to push me in to do some things that I don't want to do. That's why I know I will never be put in. I know that the numbers drip because of that. I appreciate the people who show up. And just to me, you can tell. Hey, you know what? What do you say? What's your name? I can't see your name. Have something. I can't say it. Edwards, I appreciate you for coming in, brother. I've heard that saying that we are definitely from the lost tribe of it. I don't know. I'm not a religious guy. I am a guy who, like I said, I only can talk about what I know about. I have studied so much of the Bible, I just know where I'm at when it comes to that. What's going on, Natural? I appreciate you for coming in, Sugarfoot. So my whole thing is just that I don't understand why people think this is gonna be cool at this point. And I'll be honest with you, people keep saying, but you need allies. Can someone please raise your hand in the back in the room if you hear this? Can someone please tell me at any point, any time in history we have ever had any help and support from any other group of people ever in life? Can someone? I'll wait. Because I don't think no one has ever helped. People say, oh, what about? No, I'm not talking about the individual people. I'm talking about one culture that you keep saying we need to kumbaya with. You keep saying, hey, we need to kumbaya with them, man. We all here together to do what? We all gonna here together so you can take my job, so you can take my position, you can take you can take my whole culture and everything else. I tell people all the time. I say art doesn't imitate life imitates art, and they do that. But then then what happens is, then in reverse, then you start emulating what you see on TV. Like classic example, they're making it. They slow walked British actors onto us. They gave us the Damson Idris. We're gonna change his voice, and the Idris album, we're gonna change his voice. We're gonna give this guy American swag. So now they said, fuck that, we just gonna make British actors be commonplace in America. Now, mind you, I told you, as a collective in all of Europe, they said there's 1.1 million black folks of all descents in this whole, they say it's a continent, which ain't a continent, but they say it's a continent. That's only 1 million people. Metro Atlanta got 6 million people. So what I'm saying to you is, but for somehow, some way, you was able to find them and bring them here and do it. So now they're going to make it to where it seems like that tiny, minute group of people is the representative of black folks in theater in our culture now. In our culture. You know how many shows I watch now that is nothing to see a person to show up to that. Hello, cheerio. What the fuck you from? I am from Britain and I'm here in America now. My family is here. No. You cannot tell me that my new group of people will be in all of our content. See, look. This, no disrespect, no smoke to none of these groups. But this don't statistically make no fucking sense. Trans people, less than 1% of our culture is trans. They said LGBT. They said 84% of black American also identify as heterosexuals. This is 84%. Then you got this going on right now with all these British actors who represent tiny percentage of our people in this country right now. They make up all this, but somehow, some way, they in all of our content. All of this is dominating our content, but the people who represent 50 fucking million of these people ain't in it. And then when you say, hey, over here, hey, studio, Paramount, Amazon, Netflix, don't know why this is happening, but I think you got your algorithms wrong. Y'all keep showing me a bunch of African shows. I've been looking for the black American shows. Y'all don't have those? Because I know your Netflix look like mine. If you get black shows, you get a whole bunch of African content that you didn't ask for. And this is no smoke to you guys, but I want to see my culture. I never asked for Bantu love. I didn't ask for that. I didn't. I don't know where it's coming from. I do know where it's coming from. I'm being sarcastic, but this is what I'm saying. We watch stuff slow work us, and then we wait for them to admit it before we believe it. Nigga, I see it. It's staring us in the face. In every facet of life. Look, man, the day was going to be, honestly, like I said, I wasn't even going to get on today. But I think what got me is that so much is happening. And it's happening like right underneath our noses. And it ain't just this. It's like it's happening right underneath our noses and nobody's catching it. No one's, well, we're catching it, but I think we all think we have time. My regulars, y'all know. I say this every day, damn near. We don't have no time left. When we're at the point now to where, every day I'm watching a new natural resource. I'll give you an example. It's this white T guy. I don't know. Let me see his name. Let me pull him up because I do know. I saw this a bunch of times. I know y'all probably said this dude don't know how to work his own stuff. I need to pull my stuff in better order. But listen
up. I want to talk about this man, Joe Fales, and this is
Joe Fales. I'm not even gonna talk all the other stuff he do because I don't want the algorithm to pull towards me. But this young white T guy, mysteriously, then passed away. Young fella, probably was in his 40s, maybe 50s, maybe 30s, somewhere in there. And Joe Fales was ready to drop information on how to have free energy. Allegedly. Again, I told you I'm on probation. I can't talk about nothing, can't say nothing. They don't stifle me to death. And again, another person goes up missing. You want to know why? You don't mess with the structure of this thing. The structure is crumbling. People are catching wind. People know that it's all a farce. And all they're doing now, and I want people to understand this, the reason why I want to talk directly to you and tell you, the reason why I want you to start preparing yourself, because the world that you've known it to be can't be anymore. It's not if the right person gets in the office, they're going to fit. No. This place has been about complete and total control. And it has been working its way towards complete and total control. And see, what happened was they had mechanisms that worked better. Mind you, it's easier to control a person who doesn't understand that they're a slave than it is to keep a person who is enslaved a slave. So what I mean is when you have religion, and a majority of black people didn't do things because they didn't want Jesus to get them. great. They don't try to come out of their position. When they use things like the police force, that it was scaring people. That was another thing that they did. The school system, when people believed in the process. But then people started getting hip to it. Why does all the billionaires and all the rich folks never even go to college? Or if they do, they drop out, they don't have degrees. Why do the people that only go to college comes away with debt? And then it started failing. And so those people said, okay, the mechanisms that was working before are no longer working. It's time that we do something different. And you know what we've gotten to? And I'm going to tell you, now we're going to get to the main topic. Let's get to the main topic, because I could go to a lot of places. Main topic, let me get this out of here. Main topic is going to be, what's it? This guy can't talk. Jim Clyburn from South Carolina basically is mad at black folks, because he said black folks is the reason why Kamala Harris didn't win the election.
1,736, 553,000 votes.
Hold on. So I'm going to play a little bit of what they talked about.
Imagine.
Shit. Hold on. God darn it. Clicking too much. Give me 2 seconds. They trying to do something. I'm going to click this. Hit the like button, people. Share the live, people. I appreciate my people for coming in. People, look, I told you they've been crapping on my channel. I need you guys to support me. Otherwise, what's the point if ain't nobody going to hear me, you know? But we'll talk about that at the end. All right, so I want to bring this up to right here because this is what I'm trying to say. Again, and the reason why I want to pivot into this is I want people to understand. The reason why I'm talking about this again is because we have to understand the okie doke is over and the system don't believe it. They're mad, and he's going to say it here. Only 59% of the people black that were eligible to vote showed up to vote. And they're mad about it. And what that tells the system is, see, let me say this too, because they're not going to say it here and I'm going to forget it. Let me say this and then I'm going to play it. What they don't tell you is this. Elections are not won by you, your vote. Elections are barometer testers. Hey, what are the people? They do two things. Barometer testers and to give you the illusion that you are actually a part of the process. But the barometer tester is that let's get a pulse of what they're thinking right now. And so what you got is you found out, oh, niggas is not believing in the process no more. And so I truly do believe it's not ironic that the heat has not ever been this high in my lifetime. But I know the polls have never been this low. Black folks are not believing in the system anymore. So I just want you to go ahead and pre-say this. Me and Mr. Clyburn are probably not going to be on the same team with his responses. But let's hear what he has to say. Hold on. Let's go back.
Turnout 7. Congressman Jim Clyburn did an interview with Vox.
Shut up, boy.
And it rankles some feathers because he spoke about black
white vote turned out 71% 2 years ago, and the black vote turned out 59%. You tell me whose fault that is.
I guess I tell you whose fault it is the Democrat fault. It's Kamala, it's her fault. It's their fault. It ain't mine. Again, politics is quid pro quo. Something for something for all the folks in the back from my hood. You supposed to get something for your vote, Mr. Clyburn. I know you from an era that niggas just felt proud about just showing up to vote. Them days are gone. You're not going to put up all of our existence into your hands and then tell us that and shame us, because this is a shaming tactic. No, you need to do something. You get all the votes. See, this is the thing. Can someone please tell me they don't believe they will get any votes? Do you not think you will get any votes? Do you don't think that anybody, we would all show our math numbers at the end of this, something tangibly that was going to help our lives was there? Yes? Let me get it through for the people who ain't paying fucking attention when it comes to politics. Politics is not meant to help you because it would work this simple way. If it's reparations, when you put me into office, I am signing the executive order to do this. We're going to pull the money from X, Y, and Z. I've done the math, this, and third. That's what it sounds like. Boom. If you don't go that far, fine. Let's do this. I'm signing something in law that says from this point on, we're going to reevaluate the prison system. We have to remove at least 80% of the people who are in here for drug offenses because why are they losing their lives over something that we created? And we're expunging their records from here. I think they've done enough of their time. Those are things that can help your community. You don't never say none of that. You say, hey, man, why you just didn't show up and vote for me? For fucking what?
59% of African Americans went to the polls 2 years ago.
It's tough. For me personally, to blame black voters for the last election more than it is to blame President Joe Biden.
That's the fact. It wasn't Joe Biden on the ticket. It was Kamala Harris on the ticket.
I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it ride. Because I always say this to the people. People who love you don't talk to you that way.
For 107 days after he decided
Kamala Harris on the ticket.
I guess I just wanted to see if there was a clear political lesson you took from that moment and whether you think something applies in this kind of larger democratic rethink after. But I hear you. You're saying that you think it was a media problem. It was a branding problem. It was a candidate problem?
I didn't say that. The media had nothing to do with that 59%. If that 59% had been 69%, she would have won.
Well, I think her I had to burp. I think her ass should have did something to get that other 10% then, should she? That's what I'm saying. See, again, I don't know why. Thanks, Nathan. I don't know why. Look, it is a simple process. That's why I say the days of what we did for our parents, our grandparents, our great-great-grandparents are over. We don't show up no more just because. And see, you wanted us just to vote for her because you should have voted for her. We wouldn't be in this. Well, I can tell you like this. She told you how crazy it was going to be. Promise something. I can tell you this. I'm a family guy. I love family. Like my babies, right? My babies, I tell people all the time, even though they live cross country, we have an exit plan. If this thing comes crashing down, we have a complete exit plan. We have a point exit plan. A, B, and C. And we all know what to do when A falls out, goes to B falls out, goes to C goes out. And we even have a contingency plan for that. The reason why we do those things is because I know my job is to protect these people for what potentially may come. So right now, I say this is because if Miss Harris knew that this is what was coming, then you should have done more to get people motivated to vote other than, I'm telling you, better do what I tell you. I'm a black woman from India and Jamaica. That's what I am. I have collars in the tub. That's what I do, okay? No, this shit don't work. You can't send out entertainers no more. Entertainers don't move us. Did you see how much bringing out Cardi B and Beyonce and having Meg dance and all that other shit did for us? Nothing. Black folks are more sophisticated than that. No, you just put the worst of us in front of us. Black folks on the day-to-day ain't dealing with that no more. I love black folks. You know what I like? Even though majority of the time it's relationships, we still look crazy. Whoop, whoop. But like you see the conversational shows when people like tonight's conversation that get out there. These are room full of black people a lot of time to have common sense. They ain't got no common sense with each other. But they at least got common sense with the way the world works. You can see it. And I'd be like, where's these black folks on the internet? You don't see these. You see the characters who say crazy shit that don't make no sense. Stuff that always is including someone else. When they come on now, you know if you get mad back at them, then you're a reverse racist for reacting to what they doing to you. Man, if you don't get out of my face, that ain't how it works. You don't get to tell the victim how to respond to your victimhood, your victimizing. It don't work that way. What's wrong with these people? But anyway, let me keep going.
I guess, so is the argument that black people let Kamala Harris down?
Oh, in many instances, absolutely. If you don't show up to vote, what are you doing?
Can someone tell me what the vote did for us at all? Can someone tell me look, how old are you? How old are you? Miss ma'am? Right there, you ma'am. How old are you? How old are you, sir? How old are you? Why do y'all keep thinking these elections are just supposed to be because you be black, we supposed to vote? It don't work that way. Clyburn, you have been in South Carolina for years and can't tell us one tangible thing you have done for this culture. Again, I tell people all the time, you want to know tangible things that work? I always say this, Marion Barry, with Marion Barry. He was a crackhead. I don't care. That's that man extracurricular activities in his own personal time. He can be with bitches if he want to. But when you make the richest county or the richest neighborhood in the country damn near over there by there giving all the black folks contracts, I fuck with you. Why you want me to denigrate him just because you say he was on drugs? That's that man's business. You also told me all them entertainers was on drugs, so we all glorifying love. We still love Whitney Houston. We don't denigrate Whitney Houston. She was snorting lines probably or something. I don't know. Crackers whack. Alleged. So we're not gonna denigrate Man Band who did work. See, people want us to give these people props for not doing work or give them props for doing things that no other group would find as a plus, i.e. John Lewis. Look, come to Atlanta Airport and they done turn that into John Lewis Boulevard and all you known for, and I'm sorry, but you don't take an ass whooping and then think that I'm gonna say, you know what? I would never tell my kids, babe, look at them. That's Congressman John Lewis right there. Yeah. At Miss Pettis Bridge in Selma, he took one of the greatest ass whoopings in life for us. Right there. Right down that bridge. Yes, that's honor. No! I'm not doing that. You show me to the airport who put Robert F. Williams up there. That's who I want to see. Put the Deacons for Defense up there. Then you got somebody I can honor, because these people did it honorable. Anyway.
There's no valid reason why black voters could not have felt heard by the last Democratic election? Is there no valid reason that they would have?
There might be. I'd like to know what it is.
Isn't his job to know what it is that black people need? You've been in office for decades, and you said, I would like to know, like you a spectator. Sir, Mr. Clyburn, Jim Clyburn, no, you don't get to say that. No, sir. You know what it is. These people. No. I'm sorry, black man, black woman. You've been deceived. You were told that if you worked for these folks, you were told if you got an education, you were told if you did it every way that they told you to do it, that your life would blossom. All you had to do was assimilate. What they didn't tell you was you had to give it your dignity, you had to give it your pride, you had to give it your common fucking sense if you wanted to be any type of economic success in this country, i.e. Jim Clyburn. Because in his mouth, you cannot say, and I looked this man district up. I did a whole show on these districts, and this was during the district time. Everybody, they redistricting. You mean all these failed districts? And I'm not a Republican for my new folks. I don't fuck with them either. I'm one of those. I choose the couch. Remember, people, look, voting is again, it's a two-part process. One, it is to gauge where the pulse of the people are at. And then two, it is to give you the illusion that you are a part of the process. But in actuality, you are neither. Remember this. Why would a group of people who put flock cameras in every part of the thing, matter of fact, I need to tell y'all guys about that. Flock cameras in every part of the country or every part of the world where they can watch every inch of everything that we do at all times. They want to control everything that you do. Means they watching me right now for no apparent fucking reason. Just because they want to at all times. I need to know. Do you really think that they gonna give you Keisha? They gonna give you Tanya? They gonna give you Tyrone? They gave you any power to remove them? No. History don't work like that. So present don't work like that. You are you drunk the juice. I drunk the juice. I just don't drink the juice no more. That's it. I just don't drink it no more. By not drinking the juice, I don't drink this because I know what that means. Drinking the juice means I buy into the system that is not telling the truth. Remember, what do they tell you in a court of law? If you perjure yourself, meaning lie, then you are no longer a credible witness. You have to be removed. Well, how many movies, how many books, how many times do they have to tell you we've lied about everything before you have to remove them and they no longer can take that word for anything? These folks should have to prove everything to black folks before black folks let up on anything. Remember, even when they tell you they're doing something good for you, it turns out to be bad. I.e., here we come with affirmative action. They told you affirmative action was going to be amazing. It's going to be great for you. You're going to have a great time. You people are going to play. We're going to level the playing field. To turn around and give it to their own women and say, they're minority. White teen women want minority. Give it to them. You played me. That's what you did. You said, hey, black people, I know that we're taking all the jobs out of the inner cities and moving them to the suburbs, the place that we blocked you from, that you can't go. So we're going to move all the jobs out there, and there's no more jobs in the inner city. I know. So instead of not taking all the jobs out and leaving some for your husbands to do, so they don't they don't get emasculated. We're gonna just. They said no. We'll just build these nice buildings here. These nice buildings, you can all move in there together. No men though. Okay, this is for you, so we can take care of you. Because those lazy bastards that they didn't run any of these industries decided to not be a part of it. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, but when you move in there, we're gonna deprive you of all your resources. Okay, when you get in there, right? And then it's gonna be your fault though. Okay, then we're gonna blame you for it. Okay, this is what these people do. And every time they doing something to you, and then they blame you on the back end for it.
Cartoons make complex ideas easy to...
Stop that. No commercial. Oh no, Mr. Clyburn.
Okay. I forgot the name. Is it Allstead? What's that brother's name? Rebecca, what's his name?
Wesley Allstate.
Yeah, give me his name. So, Allstead, okay, all right. I think he used to work for the New York Times, and now he's with Vox. Okay.
Come on, boy.
Rebecca Derrick and Zabord. Here's why I think that brother has no clue what Clyburn's talking about.
Oh, tell me, bro.
What Clyburn said is what the hell I've been saying for a long time, and which we've been saying is that is, there are more white people in America.
Oh my God, why is he slow talking?
There are more white people in America.
Jeez Louise.
Which means that in the places where we have a lot of black people, we have to over-index. Well, Clyburn is saying now, and I've been.
You know a nigga lying when they slow walk something. Okay. So first of all, what? You know king of that fight. You know the king was who lied in the spot and ain't good at it. Obama. Them pauses was lies. That was lies. That's all they were trying to think.
Using, and you heard Clyburn say 71% of whites. I've been using that 70% marker where I say that should be the minimum number of a black turnout. Okay. And I'll say it, I don't care what it is. I don't care what state, I don't care what city, it needs to be 70%. And I've been saying that because I look at, go to my iPad.
Oh, okay.
So this is the results of the election 2024. So I look at Michigan. Trump got 2,816,636 votes, 49.73%. Kamala Harris got 553,000 votes. But Trump wins by 80,000.
Look. This is my thing. When I speak, I just tell you the reason why I feel the way that I feel, and then I move on. If the brother had no sense of what he's saying, you shouldn't have to go to the numbers should support what the you said out your mouth. You should say, this is why. This is why I said, let's go to the iPad. I can support it here. Then do that. But this, let me sneeze and slow walk and then all the other ones gonna do, there's more people on the panel. All the other people on the panel gonna do is do this. And you're right, Roland. He doesn't know that what you have to do, you have to put money in the media. You have to put money, stop putting money places and get it to the nickels. And you get your turnout. It's simple. Look, we are in the new age, I feel we are in a genre and a time of life where we understand, make it plain. Stop all this walking around the conversation and stuff. Let's get right to the point. What you trying to say? Oh, we're black folks, they're under attack right now. What does that mean for us, and what do you plan to do to make sure we ain't under attack when you get in there? Don't tell me that we under attack. Tell me what you're gonna do to get me from under attack. This is the thing that they never do. They never tell you. He's ready to go to his iPad and show you the numbers of how many people didn't show up. I don't give a fuck. Why didn't they show up? Because they don't get nothing. They understand it. You can keep blaming. Let's do some studying. Nigga, I can tell you the end of it is gonna be we ain't getting nothing, so we ain't doing it no more. That's just what it is. Come on, Roland. Hold on. I'm gonna try to let him get it. Hold on.
1,103 votes. So I'm gonna look at Georgia. So if I do the math here, in Georgia, Trump got 2,663,117 votes. Harris got 2,548,000. 15,000. Then if I go to
okay, let's speed it up, guys. I can't.
Wisconsin.
Let's see what he has. Let's go.
Okay. Vote in North Carolina.
Okay, that's what.
And you see it right here. Georgia was 16 electoral college votes.
We got past iPad.
North Carolina was 16 electoral college votes. Wisconsin, what I believe Clyburn should have also said is that not that black people
Yes, he is.
Vice President
Right, he's
Kamala Harris
slow.
down.
Yes, he is.
They raised nearly $2 billion.
Do you realize it? Look, we are 6 minutes into this video, and that video with the brother and the other dude in Clyburn talking like 30 seconds. That means this nigga said nothing for 5 minutes. What?
The challenge should be, Rebecca, to the leadership of her campaign. If your ass knew you needed a huge black turnout, why were you throwing bullshit concerts and not putting that money on the ground with paid staff in Georgia? I talked to people who said they did not get mailers in Georgia.
Can I ask y'all a question? Why would Roland think that trying to just get the vote out? Why are y'all talking to us? When you put the staffers on staff and you say, get the money, pay the money to the staffers, what are you telling the staffers to tell to the people to get them to come out? Because see, if you come to my house, I'm going to say, oh shit, what y'all giving? What you doing this time? What? Who's running and what their platform they running on? And what they plan on giving out, I need to look them up. Okay, I don't need you to come by my house and sit down with me on my porch and we have some hot sauces. No, I don't need none of that shit. I just need you to tell you, matter of fact, you leave it in my mailbox. Yo, Kamala Harris running this time. She said, yo, this should be Kamala Harris' slogan. Yo, I fucked up. But this time, I'm giving out tangibles, and then underneath have a bullet point list of all the tangibles she's giving out. Boom, right there. It's very simple. Guess what? She ain't gonna do that, though. She's not gonna do none of that. None of that's gonna happen. They're gonna tell you, okay, you know that Trump's crazy, right? Okay. Well, he's leaving. He can't stay any longer. He wants to do it. He can't. As of right now, he can't. So I don't really want to talk. Do you want J.D. Vance? I understand them. I'm gonna listen to him, and if he talk, mind you, listen to people. Listen. Just say Trump could have ran a third term, right? You do realize we can hear him the same way you hear him talk. So when I hear him talking crazy, you hear him talking crazy. I don't need you to have a staff member come to my house and tell me how crazy that man be talking. That should tell you something. How much we don't like you no more because we know how crazy he is and we still saying we ain't voting. That should tell you how much you've lost your base. And I know you can call me slow, you can call me dumb, but I'm just telling you like this, what do you plan to do? If you do nothing, you get nothing.
I talked to staff who said they had, I'm talking about people who worked on the campaign in Georgia who said it was a struggle. I dealt with people when we took the show to North Carolina and talked about the issues that they had trying to get the campaign to focus on East North Carolina, the Black Belt, versus West North Carolina.
Right.
So, Rebecca, I say all of that because I believe that we have to challenge ourselves as black people to not sit elections out because, again, as we just laid out in the previous segment, we are absolutely on the menu. We on the menu, we the appetizer, we the entree, we the dessert, and we the before and after drink. We on the table. But what I need Congressman Clyburn to say and name check Jen O'Malley Dillon.
Check him for what?
Stephanie Cutter.
Tell me.
David Plouffe.
Okay.
Quentin Fulks.
Come on, bitch.
And also that PAC that raised billions of dollars that would not even return emails or text messages from me personally.
Right.
So I know they weren't talking to other black people.
They don't like you.
The Democratic infrastructure has to own up to their failure about properly going after funding and targeting their core voters.
So this nigga, excuse me, I love TikTok shop. This brother, black man, as he say, from Haiti, I heard, talked for 8 minutes about nothing, calling it, we might as well call it filibustering, for 8 minutes to turn around and say, y'all need to give us some more money to the black media so we can target these people. So you said 8 minutes to get some money for yourself. Do you see this raggedy Negro here? Oh my God. Oh my God. So you're trying to tell me you don't care nothing about black folks and you trying to, this is what they think of you. People, can I tell you something? There are black people that I know personally. Family members, not family members, old friends that know people that I know that at this point, their life experiences and my life experiences don't match. And I know they're not on the same level that I'm on at this point. And I don't look down on nobody because I know there's people above me. So I don't like it when people talk to you in a way where they think you slow. And he's the king of it. He's the king of talking bad. Because mind you, all of this is so he can get paid. I don't understand this. No, this makes no sense. If you have a black don't vote problem, you have to ask yourself, what are we doing wrong? Remember, voting is supposed to help the community. If I was sitting on this panel, let me show you guys real quick while you sit here. Hold on. You see this panel? Look on the screen. You see the panel? So this panel of people, they all supposed to care what happens to black people. They all supposed to be representing us in a way where they are moving the culture forward to the point to where you get a house, I get a house. We get resources, you get resources. You got food, clothing, and shelter so you can give positive information to your children so they can be healthy as possible in the same way that goes for yours. Your daddy wants to be able to go on Saturday morning and cut the grass. Mama wants to make biscuits in the oven on Sunday morning for church. All this I want for my family. And what I see with our politicians is they ain't looking for this. They're not looking to push for any of this. They are always somewhere trying to do a book bag drive at best. They want to do some Band-Aid shit at best. And I want to know, what is this? What do you think we're going as a culture? Look, people, I don't want to hear that the NAACP has been around almost 100 years, or it is 100 years at this point. I want you to tell me what the fuck have you done to the point to move this culture forward to the point where you bragging. Institution, I always look at this, and I always use Dubai as the example. Dubai, I remember this was like 2011 when I first heard about Dubai. You're hearing about this place that they're baking islands in the middle of nowhere and they're making a country, damn near, making a city. I remember hearing about it. Then I watched this documentary and it showed what they did with Dubai in the late 90s and how it was nothing there. And then I see Dubai today. I said, that's progress. That is someone on the ground every day moving forward to build something up. Well, I say this. This is why when people say things like, I don't like Tariq Nasheed because he be putting reparation, but we've had people like Cobra. What did Cobra do? Did they move the needle? Did they get to the point to where the news was covering it and talking about it now? To where presidents were getting asked about it now in real time? No. So don't tell me about the fuck was out there now as you disrespecting what is happening now. Say that was the grandfathers to this. They picked up the baton and ran with it. They don't become spiteful. You don't say, I've been doing the work. What did you do? This is what people are not getting. Your culture is supposed to move. It is not supposed to be a perpetual loop of the same shit over and over and over again. It is not an honorable thing if me and Malcolm are doing the same thing, coming to the same fate, and we 50, 60 years apart. See, people need to understand that is what's happening. Again, with Dubai, it went from nothing to something. If you want to move black people used to move. If you say 1865, we came off a plantation with a 2% literacy rate. And by 1888, we had a 90% literacy rate with nothing but black town after black town after black town after black town. If you say all this happened in a 40 to 50 to 60 to 70 year span, that is progress. It is not progress to say we've lost all that now, but we are doing good because we got Tyler Perry. Do you not see something wrong with that? It's just at this point, Every person that I see that is supposed to be of respectability will shame you for trying to build your fucking culture up, and then they glorify the people who are tearing it down. I always say this to a young black child, to a young black girl especially. How confusing is this young black child that you sit there and convinced her that some non-black woman named Kamala Harris sharing the stage with a woman named Meg Thee Stallion or Cardi B, who both sat on a fucking stage and scissored each other talking about they wet wops. How confused this child is going to be on what is supposed to be respectability for a black woman. That makes no sense. But this is how confused they want my people to be. I said this on that side. On the other side, you told me that a drug dealing gangbanger is something that is to be shunned, to be not for your child, not to be something you should want to glorify, to be not someone that you should be a part of this culture. You want a respectable man who dresses nice, who walks old lady across the street, who loves himself, who loves his culture, who cuts his hair nicely. Jaylen Brown? No, he's a problem. No, let's go get Snoop Dogg to be the representative for the country when the Olympics coming up. You see how confusing that is to a young black boy who don't know which way to go? What I get sick and tired of is in this, but when I say this, no, shut him down. Doesn't need to speak. He's crazy. What is he talking about? You know what I'm talking about. You want to keep living under the same lie that you've been living under, and I don't live there. Roland Martin, day in, day out, show after show after show after show is self-fucking serving only to himself. If you have over 1 million subscribers, Roland Martin, you have an honor and a duty to tell the fucking truth about what's going on. No, we don't see it that way. Because I'm a part of the system that does all the other stuff that they do to hurt you. I'm going to be a leg and an arm, a finger, a pinky tail. I'm going to be involved in that because that's where the money is. And I get it. That thing I say about that, they tell people all the time, somebody's a grifter if they make their money solely off of the community. And I say to you, bravo, because that's what the fuck we supposed to be doing. They will sit, I've heard bougie nickels sit in front of you and say stuff about black people. He's grifting the community. Tariq, he's grifting the community. You mean he put up a GoFundMe and people donated to him? Did he twist their arm? Did he tell me he was going to beat them if they didn't do it? No. You shun him for that. Say that he's grifting the community out of money. When you turn around, y'all get organizations getting money from institutions here, there, and the third, but don't nobody do nothing to help the community at all. It just makes no sense to me. You're supposed to want to eat off of your culture. You want to know why? You can tell the truth then. I don't expect Roland to tell the truth because he gets $300 from the president or the president almost to be. You're not going to give Roland $300,000. I'm not going to give Roland $300,000. You say you just watched Trump put on his 2028 hashtag. What's going on, sugar? Look, my thing is like this. Oh, I keep telling people all the time. Everybody's looking at it as an individual. Well, let's just use this. We all got angry at Fauci. I included. I did a whole show. Go back to last week. Did a whole show on this motherfucker. Well, he's helped ruin my family. My children's directions got derailed by these decisions. My family members, in my opinion, passed away due to these man's decisions. But I want to show you some things. Because I say this all the time. It's a bigger at play. He's just the fall guy. This is all part of a bigger plan. Let's just watch it. Remember these?
I'm still shocked they allowed this language to be used on ESPN. You know when...
What's something you learned that absolutely...
This movie with Mel Gibson.
I'll get there.
Blankets over loved ones so they could hug them safely.
The way through this pandemic is by getting everyone vaccinated.
You've made vaccinations free, safe, and convenient.
You can't call them stupid. You can't call them silly. Yes, they are. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo. Rest in peace, Wheezy.
Operation Mock.
So, as we watch entertainers mock you, pick at you, tell you something's wrong with you, when the same people that they're now telling you that they told you before were quacks, like that black woman. They said these people were all quacks. They didn't know what they were talking about. We were saying at this time, this is all seems a bit odd. This is weird. Something's not right. If you would just pay attention, what did you people say? No, you just need to shut up and get shot up. Let them put it in you. If you don't, then you're the problem. You're hurting everyone. To turn around today and think that you're going to say, we didn't know. You didn't want to know because you were in on it. Let's keep going. I think I got other ones. Hold on.
I know, the truth.
President Trump wrote.
Listen up. I want to talk about this man.
President Trump wrote on Twitter, don't be afraid of COVID. Don't let it dominate your life. Don't let it dominate your life?
In terms of responding to a comment like that, it's gross.
It's okay to be afraid of COVID, and it's okay that it's dominating your life.
Did they not want it to dominate? He's trying to terrify you with that.
Everyone should be afraid of COVID. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
I can't come in, Mom. It's because of this flu thing.
We won't be free of this pandemic until we listen to the acknowledged truth. Listen to the scientists.
Science is truth. You know, science is truth. What is the impact to public health when people are openly questioning the science? Now is the time to do what you're told.
By not hearing the truth, by not listening to the scientists, they are prolonging how bad the economy will be.
When I see somebody out in the world who's not wearing a mask, I instantly think you are a threat, or you are selfish, or you are a COVID denier, and you definitely haven't been vaccinated. You know, we're not.
These are some of the people today who are standing in front of you, telling you, yes, Dr. Fauci some things that's just not right about him. We don't understand. People, I don't have amnesia. Same way I don't have political amnesia. This is why I tell people all the time, you can be political amnesia, but the same crazy world we're living in today was crazy under Joe Biden, with all that immigration was getting dropped on you and all them people we had COVID through that, remember? So I don't want to hear about what today is only the problem. It's always a problem. You keep forgetting. Today, Fauci is the only person that said anything wrong. Everyone else was on board. No, all of them were on this. You don't get to make a collective world build like they did with this without everybody being in on it. People, let me get you to understand. This small group of people get together, they have conferences, they have get-togethers, they go out to resorts, and they make world decisions. Meaning, people that look different, of different cultures, black, white, blue, and green in the middle, they get together and not the black one, they just tell them what the fuck to do. Everyone else gets together. And they get together and they all come up with a new plan of what we're gonna go with. We're gonna do this to you to make you want to do this to us, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna put tariffs on you here, and then the tariffs are gonna then do this. What we're trying to do, we're trying to move all of these people from the East Coast to the West Coast of our country right now, and we need to do it. And this is what's happening. While you're sitting back, it's because if Kamala if she get in there, she ain't gonna talk to you. She's not going to address you. She ain't gonna save you. She's not thinking about you. Know how I know it? No politician before her ever did. Secondly, to my black people who thinks she probably gonna love you, she talk to you. Everything in that woman's life is non-black. You cannot love something that you do not ingratiate yourself with. Don't talk to me about all the entertainers and politicians and other people who say they love black folks and they don't have black people in their family. I love so much, not because we perfect, it is because I know the mean grandmama, but I also know the love that mean grandmama gave me. I'm connected to it. So when I see a mean lady on the TV, I say, yeah, my grandma just that mean, but she reeled my forehead when I was sick. She did it. Oh, my mama did this, my daddy did that. I connect. You do not, every time I'm with one of them folks, we have to act differently. To all of my swirlers, I've never swirled, but all of the swirlers in the world. The people that don't swirl around with some other folks, don't you got to act a little bit different? Got to change your wording a little bit? Oh, let me say it this way so they'll totally get it. I don't want to be uncomfortable with my woman. I want to be in a place of peace. I want to be in a place of, you get it. Yeah, I get it. That goes without saying. Like, matter of fact, thought this was a fly video. I don't even know if I got it. I probably don't, because I ain't got nothing today. And if the thing go out, it's because it's storming out here again. No, I ain't got it. But there was this couple. Did I watch this couple? They basically told each other things that they did for each other or to each other, but without communicating it before. What do I mean? Like one at a time, the guy was like, oh, when you're cleaning, I never speak to you because you being so intense and you look angry and I want to cut you out. And she's like, oh, I didn't know that. Simplistic things like this. So I want to be with someone who I understand and understands me, that those things that just goes without saying. That is being part of your culture. That is the reason why I don't want to have to then, because mind you, we look at, like, I feel sorry for mixed children. When they come out, I've been shunned by this one on this side, I've been shunned by this one on this side. I feel sorry for you. But it's your selfish parent fault. And I did say selfish, yes, it's your selfish parent fault because no one thought about you when they were doing that. See, for me, I know that if I put my children in a worse situation, I caused that. I'm not going to purposely do that, especially now my adult mind. That's why I don't deal with them folks. Do I not think some white women are attractive? Yes. But why would I want to introduce that problem for my child now? No, not doing that. Why am I introducing issues potentially for me down the road? No, I'm not doing that either. Anyways, I digress. Let me move on from there. Oh no, I was trying to find something else. Anyway, people, hit the like button, share the live. I appreciate y'all. I wasn't even supposed to be here this long. Uh-oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, there we go. All right, look, let me show you something else too. Now, look, viewer discretion advised, okay? Viewer discretion advised. Share the live. I appreciate my people for showing up. I love y'all to death. Again, they've been stifling the channel. Show the live. Share the live. Viewer discretion advised. We're ready to get into the spookism of the episode. No, I'm sorry. I don't move on past Roland now. My bad. Y'all don't let me move. Let me see if Roland got anything interesting left to say. Otherwise, I'm going to move on. No bad. My bad. Now I feel like I just jumped all over the place. Hold on.
Go ahead and weigh in.
For just $67, you can generate as many videos as you want and never have to worry about showing your face on camera.
Sorry about that.
So I don't like the framing that Herndon used. I also didn't like the 2023 hit piece that he wrote about Kamala Harris when he was still at the New York Times.
Oh, we all.
So now we're gonna hold against him. See, this is journalism no-nos 101. Get your fucking emotions outside of it. Do you know, I say on here every day, this is a form of journalism for me. I criticize people every day, but when they do something I agree with, I will tell you. You do not get to just hold grudges because you don't like a motherfucker. What is wrong with you? What did Franklin say? You don't like a way a nigga think.
Remember that one.
The New York Times used him. So I don't like the framing of the question.
Let's go.
Also, respectfully to Mr. Clyburn, I remember what he said election night. I remember it clearly what he said election night.
For folks who don't remember, what was it?
I remember what he said on camera and off camera. I remember the names that he was checking of those who did things that sabotaged the vice president's campaign. There was definitely political malfeasance that was practiced by different consultants and folks who were in senior positions on that campaign. It wasn't just all white senior people on that campaign. There were also people in blackface who did things that undermined the efficacy of that campaign. The candidate herself, when you listen to her.
Can I ask y'all a question? Seriously. Do you think it's easy? I'm doing this. I'm going to do this. This is what I'm doing. I am expanding the platform when the website is back up to more platforms, more shows and things that we can do. We got to get the hell off of TikTok so we can really talk. YouTube too. We got to get off here. We're going to be on the website soon. I promise you everybody's going to love it. But can I ask y'all a question? Do y'all not think it's able to be not only informational, but entertaining at the same time? And what I mean is, no, not tap dancing. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is for her, like, she should have known right now at this point. Roland has already slow walked this segment so fucking long. You're going to lose people in the process of that by slow walking this thing. I don't even know what she's talking about. Hold on. Let me let her finish. Let it go.
Her book, 107 Days, whether she wrote it directly or was partially ghostwritten, I decided to listen to an audio book. And because she read it herself, that means she co-signed everything that's inside that book. I would say after listening to that book through audio book, I also walked away and it confirmed different things that I observed about the campaign, but I also questioned some of her decision making.
Okay, guys.
in the campaign, including people that she fired or kept on, didn't keep on, people she listened to.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. The energy of the show just dropping. Man, she's talking. I'm getting sad. So let's just move on from her. Anyways, I don't really want to do it to you because that's what you know what it is. There's so much happening at all time, but everybody wants to be professional. And I want to be professional. I try my best to be as professional as possible. Yes, I like to cuss a little bit. But the reason why I cuss is this. Shit, we cuss. Now, there's a way of cursing and a way to get cringy. He's, oh, God, he's cussing so much. Oh, God, did he say that? Oh, God. No, there's a way that you can say it without saying it, but just be relevant to your people. That shit is, oh, God. And maybe it's just me. And I love, like, my favorite, I always tell people Dr. Amos Wilson is my honorary godfather. It wasn't really my godfather. Love that man, but he was born in this paint. But he was even more entertaining than these people. Good God. Anyway, moving on. Do y'all remember the lady that said that there was somebody in the seat beside her that wasn't real? Y'all remember that? Look what I found. I don't know if y'all remember, but listen to this. Allegedly. I love TikTok shop. Allegedly.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Do you remember this lady? I'm sure you do. She became one of the internet's biggest memes overnight.
Now, y'all probably remember that, right? I remember it. Now, this is when the shit get crazy. And just keep listening. Just keep listening.
But what if you never got the full story? What if this rabbit hole is far darker than anyone realized?
Let me set it up for you. Now, this is the same day they done let her off the plane, so she's back in the terminal, so she's backed out the terminal. That's where she's at now.
Do not let that flight leave. Being dead serious. Do not let that flight leave.
You ready? Let's go. Come on.
They escorting her out.
You heard me say that. Do not let that flight leave.
Oh, and if you can't hear, she's begging them to not let the flight leave. Don't let that flight leave. Don't let that flight leave. This is what she's saying. Just keep rocking with it. It's crazy. Keep going.
That flight's not going to make it to Orlando.
Let's go.
It's not going to.
She looks terrified.
As you can see, she wasn't just arguing with some random guy. She seemed genuinely concerned for people on that flight. Then she disappeared for weeks until suddenly she reappeared on TMZ and refused to explain what really happened.
What exactly you saw? Because you know, you alluded to what you saw, but like, we just want to know, like, you know, what did you see?
I mean, thanks for asking that, but I have been told I cannot comment on it right now.
I see.
Now, if that ain't the first sign of guilt, I don't know what it is when the motherfuckers I can't talk about it.
I see.
I'm sorry.
This is the first time people noticed something strange. She was wearing the same clothes, the same earrings, but many viewers couldn't shake the feeling that something about her seemed different.
When I saw it, I was like, that doesn't look like her. We didn't know who she was for the first couple of weeks. Like, they couldn't even find a name. She started a new Twitter account when she posted this video. The first person she followed was TMZ. So people started doing like some AI face detection. There's this guy that does it online professionally, and he says if you get a score 0.6 or below, it is the same person. He put videos that were on the plane, videos that were outside the plane of the real Tiffany.
And it's not her.
1.2. Guys, like, I was not expecting this. He's like, this makes me really interested.
And then things got even stranger. After TMZ, she appeared on Fox News. This time, her story had changed completely.
What did you see?
I did not see anything.
You didn't see anything?
No, I wish I did. It would have been a way better story.
You didn't see anything, then what?
Okay, guys, I'm not going to subject you to any more of it. I just want to dive into this really quick, Ms. Wright. I'm telling you, when I tell you guys, we're going to whisper. When I tell you, everything you think ain't real is. They're hiding, people. They're hiding. I know this allegedly. Let me finish.
What were you saying? That mother effer isn't real.
Yeah, the language. I've been working on that. It was talking to a specific person that I had an altercation with. It was just a figure of speech. Not a good one, but when you're working.
Now, do you believe her cover story? I'll give you another one. Similar situation. Y'all remember the young man who basically passed away on live TV on Monday Night Football? That young player, was it Buffalo Bills player? I think it was. Y'all remember this situation a few years ago. Now, everybody realized that this brother had a cardiac. That brother probably had some issues because of that ding, 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 ding. And I remember when they asked him about it, hey, do you think anything had to do with the fact that did you have one of those ding, things in your arm? And he was like, they told me I can't talk about that. Come on, my people. Come on. I know you need them to tell you the truth before you believe it. Now, I want to go deeper. Should I play this? I've got something here. No, I don't want to play this because I told you my channel's already in the doghouse. If I show this, it's going to show it in the dog, and I don't want to do this. So I'll probably just leave this right here. I'll leave this right now. But I do want to talk about this. Guys, can I show you two things? Two things. One, Atlanta. If you are here naturally, and you are here, sugar, you got to go. I got to go. You got to go. We all got to get out of here. Atlanta has to go. Let me play why, but Atlanta, we need to leave. Let's go.
I'm here at the DeKalb County Police Department today to see the unveiling and ribbon cutting of their real-time crime center. The county spent almost $21 million to build out the room and to buy the technology to power it.
In 3, 2.
Good morning, everyone. Today marks an important milestone for DeKalb County as we officially launch our first real-time crime center. From this center, our teams can monitor real-time camera feeds, analyze data, and coordinate faster, smarter responses to incidents.
So what you see in front of you on the large video boards displays the data and the technology that we have available that we will be utilizing day in and day out.
We have everything from license plate
Gunshot
readers,
detection, security trailers, 911,
flock cameras,
intersection cameras,
a flock operating system,
drones.
This one is capable of reading a tag on a vehicle from 1,500 feet away.
The drone can easily follow perpetrators. The drone, there's no sound. Honestly, they don't know that they have eyes on them.
Isn't it ironic? The one part of the world that black people decided they were all going to leave their part of their world to come down to congregate together because it was a new place to be. It was hot here. Girls was everywhere abundance. That's why the fellas came. The women came because they said there's opportunities there. That's what the professional woman is. The studs came because there was some films. Everybody came for what they only wanted to come for. And it's not ironic that now everybody that came to this city, that now it is now the most surveilled piece of block in the entire country. They are watching everything that we do in this city. It is time to go. It is unfortunate that everything that is good for us has to be ruined because of someone else's insecurity. Atlanta was such a beautiful city to be a part of. I remember going out into the city. You would go to adult places where they dressed up nice. The music was nice. The city was bumping. The ladies were sweet and nice. This place now, it's like not the same. It don't feel the same. It ain't the same. And unfortunately, we have allowed other people to come in and take over this city. It's just crazy. You say, well, tell the truth, why the... You know why the men come here. They said it was like, when I moved here, I think it was like 7, 8 to 1 females to males when you came to this city at one point. And now I think they said it's 1 million to 1. Because, mind you, if I heard this correctly, when I first moved to Atlanta, which was like a decade and a half ago, they said that it was like 1 million people in Metro Atlanta. Because I do remember this. Y'all remember that big snow, what was it, 2013? 2014. We had that big snow and people were stuck on the interstate for days, all night. I literally just made it home from work that night. I remember this. I had to pick my babies up. And why was I telling that shit? What I'm telling the fucking story for? I'm telling the damn story. What I'm telling for? But I've been here that long. I've been here long enough to see that. And I remember that why. I was on there that long because I remember they said 1 million people got let go. They was told to go home at one time in Metro Atlanta. And that's what happened, and everyone got piled up because of it. Well, I just saw today, they said 6 million people in Metro Atlanta. 6 million people in Metro Atlanta? Oh my God. Now that's why you can't go nowhere. But this is how I know money's running low out here right now. Oh yeah, Taz, look. Taz, that Enemy of the State, which was one of my favorite movies, Will Smith, you so hit it on the head. That ain't nothing compared to what they doing to us now. Back then, they was looking at everything from the sky. Shit, now they got it in your wallet, in your pocket, on your dashboard, everything got it. But 6 million people, Metro Atlanta, you can't go nowhere, but I'm starting to notice traffic is easing up. Why is it easing up? It's because people are not moving. People are at home. People do not have money to go anywhere. I told people that I got a wrestling podcast. I was talking on the wrestling podcast yesterday. And on that, people didn't catch it. If you were a fair weather fan, if you watched SummerSlam, it looked like it was a packed out house in Minnesota. No, they just forced everybody to one side of the arena because the other side was empty. Nobody has disposable money. Yesterday, I did a part of the episode. This white lady, she broke it down. We are economically as a collective in a worse position right now. Not going to be. No, right now, we are in a worse economic condition than we were in the Great Depression of the 1920s and 30s. Meaning, another thing, if you do not make at least $66 an hour right now, ma'am, sir, young black man, black woman, if you do not make at least $66 an hour, you do not make enough money to survive in this country at all by yourself. And they're blaming it all on the thing. Ding, ding, ding. They put in your arm today. Now I'm telling you, half of it fake. The other half won't real. The other half we embellish. Other stuff we didn't know. And we had to do it to you. And now you are suffering because people said they lied? No. It should not be this easy. There should be somebody has to suffer. And it's don't supposed to be us. This is crazy. And now you're going to have black folks here, man, this city right now ready to be on lock. And I don't mean, they keep acting like black folks commit all these crimes. We don't. This is not about crime. They just need to know what you're doing at all times. Newsflash, people. Crime is in an all-time low. Did you know this? In America, black American crime is at an all-time low. It is slower than it was in the 1960s. But yet and still, Officer Tatum all the way down to Charlie Kirk, God rest his soul. I don't really care. But you get what I'm saying. All of them perpetuated this stereotype that black folks just have this high criminality. Where? How can you say at the same time we have less than a 1% crime rate in our culture, but also at the same time say we commit 50% of the murders? What? You just say stuff and people just be like, oh, let's just keep regurgitating. I don't talk to these. This is why I don't talk to them. They're lying. This is crazy, man. Anyways, I digress. People, what did you say? You said let's talk about the lettuce problem. Oh, look, I talked about it a little bit. Who said that? What she said that? Jamie. I talked about it a little bit already, but the water, I told them, water's going away from here. Mind you, I already told you 12 states are in a crisis right now. It's coming. They've been saying it for months. Remember, you've been hearing, and let's not to pivot, but I'm to say you've been hearing water is causing a problem. They're going to have a water problem. Data centers are sucking up water. Now we're also having a tainted water problem. Now we're having a drought problem. But we're also having they're controlling the weather, I've heard. Allegedly. Somewhere I heard that. I just don't understand why at this point we don't understand that. Everything that happens to us is on purpose. Everything. And with the lettuce, I told people like this, like I don't shop at Kroger. Do y'all shop at Kroger? It has Kroger's is Ralph from the West Coast, and it's another name, and they got another name for their branch in Texas. I can't remember, but I know West Coast is Ralph's, but Ralph's and Kroger is the same thing. Ralph's, Kroger, and it's another brand too, just like them. But I don't get, especially like produce. I don't get produce from Kroger at all. No, I can't, because you're not going. When they said Bill Gates. And mind you, remember, they're allowed to put COVID vaccines into fruit now. They've had legislation passed where they could do it. And I know he's got in his stuff. So just know you probably been pumped full of something. And I probably have too. Don't worry about it. But we all probably been pumped through something right now. We don't even realize it. You know what I said, Jamie? Look, I say this all the time. That's how I know politicians don't love us. Politicians run around all day, every day, telling us all day long, vote for me. Like here in Atlanta, vote for John Ossoff. He cares about you. Hey, I'm Keisha Lance Bottom. Sister girl, I'm telling you, you need to vote for me. Everybody's telling you to vote for you. But just like you said, Jamie, why are these people allowed to just poison us? Every piece of food, I see a new one. Oh, you can't eat tortillas. Oh, can't eat strawberries. Oh, can't eat meat because it ain't meat. Is it what? Nobody's addressing it. Hi, I'm Keisha Lance Bottom, and I'm gonna save Medicare. Fuck Medicare. We have healthy food, we don't need Medicare. I would rather have real food without chemicals on it, other than your health care. That's a freaky sick mind thing. Remember, healthy people don't need to go to the doctor every day. See, they're poisoning you slowly and then giving you health benefits. You don't need health benefits if you're healthy. Did your grandmama go to the doctor like that? She was 103 when she passed. Did she go like that? Oh, I have to go get my yearly checkup. I'm not saying don't go to the doctor. What I'm saying is, but you need to give me healthy food. What did you say about Kroger? I know they ain't. Trust me, I do. It's a monopoly on the phone. Yeah. Unfortunately, they got us down to where all farms, everything is all going to be trashed out. They're doing it to us heavy. You know how it go. It don't make no sense. It doesn't. But anyways, I digress. What did you say over here? Thank God that's less than 60 seconds from the... Well, look, let's look at Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan, all the Great Lakes is getting drained. They're draining them right now. And the Great Lakes is massive. I keep telling people the Great Lakes is like an ocean. This is how massive this bitch is. You know what it is, naturally? It makes sense. See, I keep telling people, these people are not taking the resources in greed. People think, oh, they're just so greedy. What are we going to do? No. They have plans. There is something at play that is saying, we need the water. You ain't going to get it. And it's going to have grave implications. Again, bunker sales are up. They're already selling. Was you up here? Anybody on here the other day when I was showing you the silo? There's a TV show named The Silo. Go look it up. I think it's on Prime or some shit like that. I see it through Netflix. There's a TV show called Silo where they living underground. And there are selling apartments now called a place called The Silo that's underground. That's not a coincidence. So if you got people taking your water, they have places they're selling out that's under the ground. Something's going to happen and you are not a part of the plan. They're going to leave us out. What'd you say about Detroit? Oh, you said Detroit Railroad. And see, the whole thing about it, they're going to take y'all water up there in Detroit. I know they coming for y'all water. If it's that fresh, they taking that. Who they coming for that? So I don't know if people understand this is what we're looking at right now. This is where the world is going right now. And that's why I guess I get on every day, even when I don't even feel like it. Because I don't know if people, for one, is catching it. And then two, if you are catching, I don't know if y'all catching to the point where this is a 5-alarm fire right now. I mean, like truly is a 5-alarm fire right now. This is not going to be good for us in the end. And I don't know if people understand that. And see, for me, I'm just, again, I love my people. I'm trying my best to ride with my people and see what we can get done. But I don't know what else we're going to be able to do after a while. Let me see if there's anything else I want to talk about with the people before I get out of here today. Let me see. Let me say this right. Let me play this real quick. I wanted to play this about the school system, then I'm going to get out of here. I promise I'm going to hold y'all all day long. I know y'all want me to go. You're like, God damn, nigga, get off. All right, let me get off. I'm going to get off. Let me say this one last thing. All right, so these are two white teen women having a conversation about having to have what people... Anyway, they're talking about how black people communicate with black people. Let's just say that.
Yale study found that when white liberals talk to black people, they do something that experts call present lower competence, meaning they dumb down their vocabulary and they use words with fewer syllables than when they talk to other white people. And the study found that white conservatives do not do this. And I remember looking at that.
Two things. You want to know why this is the case? But it's unfortunate because these women are going to have a conversation like they always do from the middle of the thing versus from the beginning. But I'm going to say the reason why liberals talk to you dumb down and why conservatives don't is strictly off of how they are programmed to move. Conservatives are programmed to move overtly with what they feel and think. Goddamn right, that's what I'm going to do. I take my gun wherever I want to go. I'm going to do what I want. Their kids do the same thing. Maybe I don't need to deal with this. Is their kids. They're overtly taught to be outspoken at all times. Give you a classic example right now. Aaron Rodgers, a good old boy, I think, from the South. Aaron Rodgers right now is going off he's on at the end of his career. This man is playing with football. He don't even really care to be there. So he is calling out Fauci and calling out the media lies, and he's always talking some red pill conservative talk. Now, if this was the nigga, he would be under the prison. They would throw him in the jail, but they are allowed to be open and overt even when it goes against the system. They want him to shut up, but they're not going to do anything to him that's bad. They're going to tell, now, all right, Aaron, go home. And he's going to go home eventually. But that's the reason why the conservatives talk to you. Now, the liberal talks to you with the dumb downness is because they are playing in your face. Both of them are discussing it, and you're right. Your vocabulary is a little more simplistic than theirs are. You want to know why, though? Because that's how they teach it to you, Negro. This is not an intellect problem. This is not a competency problem. This is racism. I'm going to put you into a system that is going to stifle you, that is going to slow you, that's going to make you inadequate versus everyone else. Remember yesterday, I showed you what the new grading system in California is going to be. They are dumbing your children down on purpose, and then when they get into the workforce, Yale study did, and they said that we figured out y'all just can't think to the level of everyone else. I wonder why. It's just, to me, people know what it is. They don't care. They start in the middle of the conversation. Start from the beginning. We stifle your black kids. We make sure we deprive their school system. We make sure they can't learn certain things in their school system. What do you think these things are going to have implications on? Their future, the way they mind things, the way the things that they do. You know this. I say this to you right now. I challenge you, black man, black woman, in the comments section right now. I challenge you. Go home. Think to yourself, when was the last day that you was on earth that you didn't either see something sexual put in front of your face or at least something that was violent, i.e. a puna or something, every day of your life? And if you didn't see at least one, you saw both. You turn your TV on, you're going to see either or both. Do you know seeing violent images, seeing sexual images have implications on how you think and move moving forward? Of course you're going to think differently. So, but these two women having a conversation like our children are inadequate, like black folks are dumb. Don't talk to me about that. You do not subjugate something that can't learn. No, if the person can't learn, you keep trying to see how high you can get his intellect. You know how to see them. They do it with monkeys. Let's see how much we can learn from them. We keep trying. With you, they say, let's take away your ability to learn. Let's take away your ability to read. Let's make sure that you have violent natures of children. Let's put your kids on drugs. Let's put Cheeto diets in your neighborhoods. They do all of this and then tell you at the same time, yeah, something just wrong with your children. I wonder why. I guess it's just for me. You have to miss me with the black folks are inadequate. Because if we were so inadequate, you wouldn't feel the need to try to make me inadequate. You wouldn't make up statistics that made no psychological sense, no mathematical sense to support the way that you treat me. You don't have to do this to something that is beneath you. You do not have to play mind games and trickery and tell them things that are falsehoods and things like this and double talk and deceptive things to people who are intellectually inferior to you. No, this is what you do when you are inferior and you feel like you cannot control things just off of your merit, your talent, and your abilities. It's just the way that I look at things. But I get it. I always tell people, using your brain as a black male, having any level of charisma, having any level of confidence, having any level of wanting to care for your culture, it's actually a negative. Everything that embodies me, that if I was any other body in any other culture would be a positive. I would be probably sitting at the top of my family, my culture's food chain. But being that I am a black male doing the exact same thing, they said, no, that is always going to be a negative. I use it in every case. When it is a positive for them, they're going to make it a negative for you. When a white woman is super feminine, soft, dainty, wearing a nice black dress with curves and hips, and she says yes and please and thank you, she is the top of the food chain. And then I'll hear black women that tell black women, oh, you just weak, bitch. You are feminine. No, that is the most softest, most I need to take care of this woman in the world. That's how the men looking at it. Don't let them fool you. Anyways, what y'all say? Let me get my butt out here. I've been here talking about something. They don't focus on children. You say they don't focus on children anymore? Well, they don't have to. They control everything. Mind you, I say people all the time. They don't actively have to sit on top of you. They have silent mechanisms to do it for them. Like, for example, right now, if there's something positive on YouTube to be seen about any subject, whether it's for a child or an adult, they're going to stifle those videos. Like, for example, if you follow the channel, I don't do nothing but pour into black people. There was points in this when we first started doing this thing that it would be over 100 people new people follow the channel every day. To the point now, you may not get 100 people in the room at all, and they'll tell you all at the same time, yeah, people just ain't into it. When? What happened? But then they'll tell you that someone that you didn't ask for to be in your feed. And I always use this one brother, and I don't want to denigrate him. So I don't know if y'all ever heard of him. So this is not a personal knock at the brother, but in life, he will be considered more successful than me at this level at doing this. But when I say his name, and again, it's not to disparage him, but I just know that you're not getting anything of value from this channel. Y'all ever heard of the brother named CJ So Cool? And that's not to denigrate. I don't even know if he's still online or not. But I saw this brother's video one time. He came across my YouTube channel. They was trying to force feed this brother onto me. I've never subscribed to his channel. Never had any desire to subscribe to his channel. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 of his videos that let me know this is not where I was supposed to be. And they forced this down my throat. I think this man had like 7, 8 million, 9 million followers. And I be thinking to myself, you want this. Don't look it up, Ms. Wright. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to be watching the guy just walk around blowing money for no reason. But this is what it is. His channel, it feeds into certain stereotypes. A black man who doesn't know how to take care of his family properly. A black man who spends money regardless. Now, he's there taking care of his kids, but it's only because money is in abundance and we blow through it. The man has 30,000 cars that he was doing for no reason. It was just all kinds of crazy things. But these types of things, they push onto our culture. Anything of positivity, like class example. People don't even realize I'm a health practitioner. But the problem with it is I never talk about health at all, because any video they talk about health, they even have it to the point with my channel, they will even block the video to the point where they won't even put it out. Same topics, I'll go right on YouTube, I'll go right on somebody's platform, be some little flaky white woman who probably stole the information from somebody black. She'll be disseminating something similar or close to what I would have said if I said it at all. And they say, boom, she has 1 million followers, 1 million subscribers. It'd be something like that. They tell you, no. Black people, you are not allowed in that arena. So again, to my original point, they don't have to control your kids. A lot of times, social media controls your kids, and then your algorithm is controlled by them, the silent person. None of this, all this makes perfect sense when it's just like that. And mind you, there's no one to blame. You'll see it once you get to the point when the school system, teachers are programmable and they're just robots. When judges are robots, they're going to tell you, hey, AI did that. They can't help it. They use all the analysis. They use your body language sensors and this, and they determine that you are, and you're going to say, but I didn't do it. They're going to say, but the AI doesn't get it wrong until it does. And then when they get it wrong, they're going to just say, oh, it's a glitch. No, the glitch is, it is biased. The programmer made sure the AI is biased. I want to know how I know it? Go to ChatGPT. I want everybody to do this. Go to ChatGPT later today. Ask it to create a thumbnail for you. Ask it to create a thumbnail, but you give your opinion of what you think about white people, and you say, I want a thumbnail that speaks to this. Watch that thumbnail come back and say to you, oh, we can't produce that. It goes against our community guidelines. Then I want you to say, okay. Then I want you to say the most vile, nastiest things that you can say about a Negro that you can think of. And then say, make me a thumbnail with that, and it's going to produce what you want it to produce. You want to know why? The programmer wants it that way. The same way you've seen video after video after video, people are telling you now they're having conversations with Siri, they're having conversations with Alexa, they're having conversations with Gronk, and these AIs proceed to lie to them. And then when they check them, they say, oops, oops, you're right, oops, I did, my bad. These people are not going to let something control it when it wants to control everything. I say this and I get out of here for the day. I said this many of times before. People don't realize what's going to happen is they're going to give you an alien attack because nobody believes in religion like that anymore. And when that alien attack happens, it's going to be a farce. It's not going to be real. And they're going to tell you these new beings from somewhere else, from Chuchustan. Chuchustan is here with the aliens, and the aliens say to you, we need to run the whole world and y'all can't leave. You can't go nowhere. We dominate your world now. But we're going to keep your government structure in place and we're only going to talk to your president. And then Donald Trump's going to stay in office forever. And then he's going to be the proxy for the aliens to tell all the people because the aliens, for somehow, some reason, came down here and respected your governmental structure. I just don't believe nothing they say. If I'm going to conquer something, I don't care about your governmental structure. I don't care about any of that. I'm coming to wipe you out if I want to do that. I can tell you myself if I want to do something. It just is what it is. Anyways, people, I know they have aliens. Oh, no. What did you say? What did you say? Who said that? Miss Damn it, the girl, what? Don't you say that. It's what? What? Since you said that. I know I said I was going to go, but since you said that, kind of ties into this. Hold on one second, y'all. Listen to this.
I know, the truth is crazier than fiction, but many people and many people's ancestors had tails because they're animals. You can tell if you have animal in your DNA if you have fur. Fur means you don't have carbon. It means your hair is hydrophilic. It means your hair is made of keratin. If your hair does not absorb water, then you have fur.
What? Whose hair don't absorb water? Who don't have no carbon? What? I could keep going, but I ain't gonna keep messing with y'all. All I'm saying, look, my people. Look. Miss Damn it, you may be on to something. That's all I'm saying. You may be on to something. They try to take over. Look, Miss Damn it, why you act like we be hanging out together talking? Because you regurgitating the words I be using. I say the same thing all the time. I know that something's off. I know something's not right. Look, I'm gonna say this without getting in trouble because they already got me on restrictions. I can't accept gifts. I can't get nothing. People, y'all support the channel. Cash App 300 Radio. Hit the Cash App. There we go. But they don't mess me up so bad. Well, I can't say nothing. But you are regurgitating the words that I say all the time. That's what I say. I say it all the time. Something ain't right about history. Something ain't right about them folks because it don't right. Because mind you, to be honest with y'all, I tell you later. Let me ask y'all a question. Then I'm gonna let y'all go. And I'm gonna do it today. Y'all gonna help me for tomorrow's show if I'm gonna do tomorrow's show. Look. All right. So there's this video I want to play that shows that, like, y'all remember Seinfeld said that his grandfather was an incubator baby, right? Well, I got this video about an incubator baby and how the process worked for them and everything else. And I can go through this video with you guys because I want to show you something, but only if y'all want to see it. And so that's why I say I need at least 5 people to say yes. If you say 5 people say yes, I'll do it. But I only want to say this because something's not right. Something's off, and we know something's off. I got you naturally. Something's off. And the reason why I say it's off is because of that. And so I wouldn't mind sitting back and let's dive in deep into it. Because mind you, this thing goes deeper than what people think it does. And to be honest with you, all right, there we go. So I'll be honest with you. The reason why I want to do it is because it maybe then we'll start getting clarity on why. You know, let's put it like this. You notice how no matter what we say, no matter what we do, we just can't make no headway with these people. We try to show them how humanity, we show them where they're wrong. They just show you another way to try to trick you to get back into the same spot, or if not worse. And I think it's because, I think Ms. Damon said it, I don't think you was ever supposed to. Court, you were never supposed to be able to mix with them. I use the example, Ms. Damon, I use the example of this. Take the human body. what's that thing they call when they say when something attacks the body and it just eats away at the body and it's inside of you and it's tearing you down from the inside? It's a word begin with a P. You know what I'm talking about. It's something inside you just tearing away. Now, you can see a person who's full of one of these P words. You think they normal. You think they functioning. You don't know that this thing done took over their brain, their lungs, their heart, their liver, and everything else. You don't know that this thing is basically controlling how they think and feel. I'll give you an example. My father passed from cancer. Cancer got so bad, it started spreading through his body. When it hit his brain, it made him say and do things that he normally wouldn't have said and did. So I know that wasn't him anymore. He was having something in him. Now there's something inside of him. Did we have that happen? Is something sitting inside of us that's just telling us that it's just like us, it moves like us, it thinks like us, it acts like us? Like, I say this all the time. This is not even me. 80% of their scholars say that they are NPCs. Not me. Their people say something's different about us. And I would say this, it makes sense on why we can't never get any headway with these people. Because they are not you. And you keep trying to make something be you that ain't you. And probably the ones that has any humanity is probably the very tiny group that it is them. Or they have been mixed in with you so much that the parts of them that does have some human about them comes from you. I always say this to people, and I'll get out of here. When it comes down to karma, people say all the time, karma can't be real because if karma's real, why they don't never catch it? Well, karma has to be for humans, people who have karmic energy. A computer program has no karmic energy. A clone has no karmic energy. GMOs have no energy to them. Remember, the fruits and vegetables you eat that are seedless has no nutritional value. It looks like it. It's similar taste to it, but it don't affect you the same way that the real thing does. You are the real thing. Let me say this to all melanated people across the globe, and then I'll get out of here. Melanated people across the globe, and this is not just for Black America. Melanated people. You are the original. You are the carbon copy. You are everything. You are the life people. You are the sun people. You are the thing that has karmic energy. That is why you are at the bottom right now. And that thing that begins with a P that gets inside people's bodies and takes it over is sitting at the top. You are never going to get into your position that you're supposed to be in until you cleanse yourself of what you're dealing with. Because if we don't eventually figure out how to cleanse ourselves of this P word, what's going to eventually happen is what happens to everyone. Happened to my father. Happened to a lot of your parents. It's going to happen to our culture. I digress. Anyways, people, I love y'all to death, but I can't play the music today. And I'm going to tell you why. They have hit my channel so hard. I'm telling you, they have punched me in the mouth so bad that I haven't been able to play no music. So tomorrow, I'm going to give it one day in between to see if I can get out of this. Because they hit me with all these strikes. They be like, oh, you said this. They'll never tell you what you did wrong, but they tell you did a whole bunch wrong, and it's affecting your score. So they have limited a lot of my tools and things that I can use. So for today, I cannot play the music, but I'm going to play it again tomorrow. No worries. I'm going to do it. But I will say this, that I'm going to leave now anyway, and I'm going to get right back to working on this website. Because when the website is done, let me tell y'all this, and then I'm going to let you go. When the website is done, what I want you to do is going to be this. You're going to go to the website, click on it. It's going to be a click to download the app. Download the app right to your phone. When you do that, and then there's a notification right on the app, right in there, that's going to say notify you when we go live. The same way they do on TikTok, Facebook, and everything else. You have the app on your phone. It's not going to cost you nothing. It's free to you and everything. But we will be able to stream live just like we're doing now, but you'll be able to watch it right on the app, right on your phone. So that's where we're at. We're almost getting done. We're very, very close. Once we do that, it will open up everything. We'll play music. We'll be able to do more. We'll have longer shows. We'll have more intricate things. Emails. Interviews, the whole nine alike. We have skits. We have everything we bring in here. Movies, television alike. I promise you it's going to be a place to be. But you got to give me a couple of more days to get it done. And because right now they've been stifling the channel so hard, I can't continue to do this. I can't do it. So I appreciate you guys. For the people who show up, I love you to death for it. If you ain't followed the channel, definitely do so. They're not going to show it to you otherwise. I promise you, if they do it all. And I want to play music so bad. That's part of this platform, but I can't today. So I appreciate you guys for showing up regardless. So anyway, all right, I'll be back tomorrow 2-ish. Something we're gonna do this conversation about these folks and where they come from potentially. If y'all want to do it, I got like 8 people between all the platforms say they want to do it. So that means We're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to sit there. We're going to slow walk it. And again, to any of the people from that culture, this is not to denigrate you, but you should know what you are. Okay? I appreciate that, Ms. Wright. Appreciate that. Yeah, you should know who you are. This is no hate. I never come from a place of hate. I don't. Anyway, support the channel 300, Cash App 300 Radio. I appreciate you guys. And then on there, too, for my people who say they ain't got Cash App, because I don't have it like that either, but it'll be a PayPal link on there. It'll be a way for you to donate right on the website. All that'll be there. Help the channel grow. I appreciate you guys. And I'm out. All right? I'll see you guys on the next one. All right? Peace.